Hello, hello. See if I can fix. Oh, I should put this on no disturb. Brooks, are you there? Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, Matt. Damn, dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna cut something off here so we can communicate clearly. Okay, any reverb on your end? You good? I can't hear a word you're saying. Hmm. I can't hear you. I can see you very clearly, but I cannot hear you. Oh, and now you're done. So it's just me. Okay, it's gonna be interesting.
Can you hear me?
I can.
I can hear you.
All right, good. We've established connection. That's a good thing.
Jesus. Good Lord.
Okay, we're only 8 minutes late.
What'd you say? I
We're only eight
know.
minutes late.
Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay. This setup is a little much better than last time. So let's get started. So welcome, welcome, welcome to Bedroom Noise, a grown and sexy, intimate relationship chatter with your very own Jameka Necole and my co-host Brooks. Let's get undressed together and let's talk about it. Welcome, Brooks.
Thank you, thank you. Happy to be here.
Thank you for coming again to hang with us. We have a pretty cool topic tonight. It's how important is physical and sexual attraction.
Mm,
So, um, you got undressed, you got fully undressed with us last week, so I'm hoping you do the same this week. And I want to just say a few things. Fully getting undressed simply means being emotionally vulnerable, completely exposed, dropping your guard, and stripping of your defenses. Okay, so I don't really like dry conversations. I don't like it dry and soft. I really love having hard and wet conversations. So that's the goal, is to repair, rebuild, restore, and reconnect love and relationships. This is what this podcast is about. Another thing that I want to add about this podcast, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. That's not what this is about. These topics we all discussed and things like that. I want men and women to be able to have a platform or somewhere they can go and actually be able to be put it on the table, and for the women to listen and for the men to listen. I want all of us to listen to each other because we want to be in relationships with each other. So why not listen to each other? I don't want any bashing or anything like that. I just want us. Now, we're not going to agree. We're going to disagree a whole lot, and that's okay. And we're going to have some conflict. That's okay. As long as we're breathing, we're going to have conflict, and we're not going to agree with each other. That's not the problem. The problem is when we don't figure it out together. So I just want us to figure it out. This podcast is for us to figure it out together, men and women, to just get together and figure it out. So that's what we're here to do. In the chat, there's a poll. And Father's Day is coming shortly. So I want to know how you guys feel. Should single mothers be rewarded or recognized for on Father's Day? Just put yes or no, and then we can maybe talk about that at the end. But if you want to, you can also chat in make sure you're participating in chat, and we'll come and answer questions. Excuse me, we'll answer questions at the end of the live here, or towards the end of the live. So thank you. I didn't put my phone on no disturb.
and it's just me again.
Can you see me?
One more time. It's just me. Oh, here we go. You're back.
So I need to put my phone on no disturb, no whatever that thing is. I have to figure out how to do that real fast. So when we talk about, you're going to go into some definitions for us in a little bit. If you can, then I'll put my phone on no disturb so that doesn't happen again. But
Okay.
First of all, let me welcome everybody that came last week and welcome back the people who are here again and welcome new people that are coming today. I really, really appreciate you spending your Thursday night with me. You could be anywhere doing anything and you're here with me. So I'm very, very thankful and grateful. Again, I'm not a numbers person. So if it was Brooks and I having a conversations like we've had many, many times before over the phone, I would be okay with that. But I'm very thankful for the ones who are here tonight. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, but the topic tonight is how important is physical and sexual attraction?
Hmm.
And you know what? I also think that we sometimes I'm speaking Spanish, you speaking Chinese. I want us to be able to be speaking English, the same language together tonight. So that's why it may get to be like, oh my gosh, why are we going to definitions? We're not little kids or anything like that. But I want us to make sure that we're talking about the same thing. So, Brooke, do you mind just telling us what physical attraction and sexual attraction is? And I'm going to put
Well,
my phone on no disturb, okay?
okay. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, physical attraction is an innate pull or desire towards someone based on their sensory and visual features. So this sparked by facial body language, or non-visual cues like scent. Physical attraction is driven by a mix of biological, psychological, and social factors. Sexual attraction, the biological and psychological drive that creates a desire for physical intimacy or sexual contact with a specific person. So that basically delves into and drives down what it is. Sexual arousal, just so we're clear, is the physical and emotional state of being turned on, which can happen spontaneously or without a specific target. Excuse me. Sexual attraction determines who that arousal is directed towards. Sexual appeal, a subjective quality that makes an individual appear attractive to others rather than the internal experience of feeling the attraction yourself. Physical and sexual attraction, while they overlap, they serve slightly different purposes in interpersonal dynamics. Physical attraction centers on the sensory desire to be near someone, admire them, and touch them, e.g., hugging, kissing, or being affectionate. Sexual attraction specifically implies the desire for sexual activity or physical intimacy with that person. So, with all that being said, let's get started with the show. Hmm, you're
Okay,
back.
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the phone calls were coming in and then it's blocking me. I'm upset that I didn't do that beforehand. I'm not for sure how to go about doing that.
You got to
But
tell
I'll
all your
figure it out.
men's is not to call you while the show is going on. They can't talk to you and we have a show at the same time. It's just not going to work.
I don't got them. I don't got them. That's the problem. I don't know
I
what it
can't
is
tell.
tonight.
I can't tell.
I don't
Somebody got
have
to
that. That's not my problem. I got 99 problems, but that ain't one.
talk. Okay, all right, all right.
But thank you for the definition. So we are going to be on the same page tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Same page tonight. Um, So let's um so let's go into this. So what are men attract? Tell me what you guys what's how important is sexual and physical attraction? We're trying to learn tonight.
Depends on the goal.
Oh, so the goal is the issue. If
Typically,
it
yeah.
so it changes depending upon the goal.
I mean, it could change on the goal, depending on time, depending on the day, you know, any number of factors. Sometimes you
Oh,
just want that.
so look, that makes it so difficult for us, right?
I mean, I don't know. It's pretty simple for men.
Is it?
Yeah, it depends on what we want. So somebody can see you as, and they have a physical desire for you,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't particularly care for you as a long-term partner.
So are men letting us know that, or you wouldn't disclose that information? Because I think that's very important for us to know that I just see you for short term. I don't see you for long term. Or is women not asking the right questions?
Now, what would be my purpose for doing that? I wouldn't accomplish my goal.
That's just the deceitful part of it, though. That's the problem.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know that it's definitely deceitful. You have every opportunity to play all the cards in your hand properly.
Okay, so if I ask, then I should. Then if I, so you're not going to come out up front and tell me, but if I ask if you're a decent man, if you're right, if you're
No.
okay. So even if you're a decent man and I asked you, you still would not disclose that information to me?
What are you going to ask?
I'm going to ask, are you attracted to me long term? Like, is this something that you just see right now, or do you see something? And I know it takes time for that, sometimes to, for you to figure out. But what I'm hearing is that you may know that right away.
Well, here's what I know. Right away, if I see you across the room or whatever, I may know what I'd like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we may develop a rapport or establish a rapport, right? And I
Right.
may grow to like you beyond what I just wanted to do by seeing you across the room.
Okay. So it'd be premature to try to figure that out sooner than like yeah, you can tell us in the beginning. So a woman could spend maybe, how long will we could spend some quite amount of time with you and not know what your goal is or where you're at.
Well, it seems to me the best relationships grow organically.
Hmm.
So it takes time. You know, um, there's some literature that says it can take between 0 and 5 years to really get to know somebody.
Yeah, no, or
So
even longer actually.
right. So I'm not one to rush into relationships. I don't think that makes sense. I think that's how you make mistakes, and those mistakes for men can be very costly.
For all how is it costly for men?
Because typically, when a relationship dissolves, men can lose everything, and at some point, you get too old to keep rebuilding.
Okay.
But divorce for women is incentivized.
Okay. So are you equating I'm thinking you're equating your house, your car, your money. I'm thinking you're speaking those kind of tangible things. Is that correct?
I mean, that's enough, isn't it?
I'm just trying to make
I'm
it.
just asking, like, that's
I'm just
enough,
trying to
right?
undress it and try to understand if we is that because I would say no. I would say no
Your
because
cars, your kids, your house. I mean, what's left?
I would say no because and I think that's what we measure. Men measure money, and I'm looking at the on the woman side of the scale, emotions and pain, and you guys are looking at your money. Oh, I lost $2. And you can always make money, right?
Some of us, but there are others that is not that easy. You know, I mean, think about it. Um, it may take you a while to get into your dream house, and now this woman ends up with your dream house. She didn't make a payment, she didn't do anything, but she ends up with it. And she may have some emotions, but she has those emotions in your dream that you may still have to pay for. That's a problem.
So, do you want to go into why he lost the house and or no?
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the risk. That's the point I'm trying to make. So that's why they say never trust a big button to smile, because it could take you to the real quick.
But are you aware that you have all these things before possibly if you're the one who the reason for the separation or the ending of a marriage, are you taking all that in consideration what you can lose, or are we just doing whatever and then later we're complaining about what I lost? I'm just asking.
I don't know. I guess basically what I'm saying, and I'll make it, I'll undress it all the way.
Hmm.
There's no sense in risking for the possibility of losing everything. It doesn't make any sense. That's
Okay.
betting a lot when you could just be with somebody and you guys can just have a great time together. It doesn't have to be marriage.
Hmm. Okay. Well, um, I'm just looking at, are we all being accountable for our actions? Are we at the end upset about something that possibly we caused or we had a big more of a role in, because I do think everybody has a role in ending of a relationship, but
Well, let me ask a question then.
sure.
So, are you insinuating, and I just want to make sure we're on the same page,
Hmm.
that if a man puts a down payment on a house, makes every payment on that house, the house is in his name, that because he goes out and he cheats, and he pays every bill there, every car in that house is in his name, that because he cheats or does something that toward that he then should lose his property, his investment, his things.
You asking me that?
I'm asking if you're suggesting that. I'm not sure. I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page.
I feel like I'm a little different. And my
Mm-hmm.
thing is, I just would want what was fair to me. I don't want to clean you out and you're dry. But if I've been keeping up the house, I think we get it mixed up a little bit. We get that I've never been a kept woman, so I don't have any experience in this at all. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So, but and I'm thinking you're speaking of a kept woman. She pays no bills, you pay everything. But you do know that it takes a lot to run a household, right? So she took the house and she made it a home, right?
Okay.
Or do you not agree with that?
I'm listening.
Okay, so she took the house and she made it a home. So therefore, there's still some kind of something. So would you want her? I'm gonna ask you this: would you want, because you paid the bills and and everything? Would you want her to um just be on the street after it ended?
So I look at it like this. Um, it's the good ship lollipop. When you're on the good ship lollipop, you get all the accoutrements of being on the good ship lollipop. But when that ride
Mm.
is over and you decide to get off the good ship lollipop, you just get off the good ship lollipop.
So you wouldn't care what how that looks. You wouldn't care how she was
That would
living
that be their
or
choice.
anything.
Now those are just hard facts, and I'm sure everybody won't like them because there's this notion of fair. Nothing's
Okay,
fair in life.
okay. So Brooks,
Mhm.
okay, I hear you. So what would be the difference on the other side of that then? She don't care how she not she doesn't care that she's taking you to the what's that called? When you take somebody to the when you take everything, so she doesn't, so it would be the same difference if you're not really caring about at the end, because what I really feel, how I feel about it and how I've done it, let's make it fair. It ended. It's sad that it ended. I have some responsibility in it, whether it's large or more or less. You have some responsibility in it, more or less. But why can't we not make sure everybody's okay?
That's very
Why
mature.
do we have to?
That's very mature. I don't think everybody's that way.
Very
And I
mature.
and if everybody were like you, there wouldn't be lawyers.
But I think that's because we're not thinking. Like, I think both parties have to think that way. You know what I mean? Both parties have to be like, okay, this ended. It sucks it ended, or some people are happy. Whatever the emotion behind it ending, someone has to say, okay, how can we both still eat? You know what I mean? Like, how can we both eat? I take the, and I'm not, hopefully I don't get off topic too much, but the drug dealer on the street, everybody's trying to pay PG&E, and everybody's trying to, eat. And I'm mad that you're making $1 more. So then I go and I run you down. Maybe my career is popping in my head right now. I don't know.
I don't know where this is going.
But what I'm basically saying is, why are we not making, why is it not okay for us to be like, make sure that everybody's okay? I don't have to take you to the cleaners. You know what I mean? I don't have to. Let me be able to live though. And let me let you be able to live. That you don't have to regain everything and I don't have to, live out my car.
I think if most women were had that ideology and actually practiced that, then there would not be this,
So you
I guess,
wouldn't.
caution around marriage, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you have to be very careful, especially right now. You got women in certain areas of the country that are setting up men for robbery. So they try to find a successful man, get in his house, and then they'll allow other people to come in and rob him.
Yeah.
You know, you have a lot of things going on. So you have to be careful with who you spend time with, who you surround yourself with, who you allow in your house, different things like that. That's important.
Okay. So
So
let's go
what I
ahead.
want to know from you though
Hmm.
is how do you define your or how do you decide your level of attraction to a man?
So Brooks, I have a question. Do you have like background noise in your, or is it me? Are
No.
you quiet in there? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Feel like I hear something, but it could be on my end.
Oh, okay.
Um, I'm a little different. I'm not. Everyone gonna probably like, oh my god, I really want to see what that heart's talking about. You know what I mean? What your last name represent? That's
Mm.
what attracts me. What your last name represent, and what that heart's talking about.
So you would date a homeless, good-natured man.
Like on the street homeless.
That's homeless. You want me to get the Merriam-Webster definition?
Well, I probably wouldn't know to even date him because I wouldn't have, I might have gave him, hooked him up with a little something, but I wouldn't. So no, I'm not talking about someone that's straight, just homeless or anything. But someone I'm okay. I could date someone that doesn't make as much money as I make. I can date someone. I can, so if you want to call that homeless, I don't know
That's a slight contradiction
why. What did I say?
because originally you said it was just about their heart.
Okay. Well,
So
you said
they're
homeless.
sweet, and it's a right. But the homeless person can have a very sweet heart and be giving and loving and caring. I mean, I'm
Okay.
assuming that's what you're talking about, right?
So
Loving and caring.
I am speaking of a man. I care about the heart more than I care about finances. But I
Right.
do want at this age right now, I would want someone to be able to financially support himself, not me, but to be able to support yourself. So if that's on a McDonald's salary, then you're on a McDonald's salary, Um, because yeah. So you don't have to have, I'm not looking for, you have to have 6 figures, you have to be 6 foot, I'm not looking for that. I am more looking for what your heart is about and what your last name represent. Because I really truly do believe there's a lot of people, their last name means nothing no more. Back in the day, your last name meant something.
Yeah.
Really, the Smiths, that meant something. The Thomases, that meant something. Your name says a lot about you or not a lot about you, right? So a lot of people are not, their name their name is nothing. Their name is nothing about their name that they care. So I'm looking for, that's what I'm attracted to, you know.
So when you're going into these dating situations, are you going into these dating situations thinking it's going to be long term, or are you just kind of letting it play out?
So I don't even date. I
Oh
don't.
my God.
No, that's I don't. I don't.
Oh my
I don't. I don't. I don't even date.
God. Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
So
So
I
you
so 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 and you and I have spoke about this before. You like, okay, I don't go on dates,
I thought you were just running game.
No, I be home. I do a lot of solo things. I mean, this isn't to be about me, but I'm just saying I don't, but I,
Hmm.
no,
So let me understand this. So because this is yeah. All right. Anyway.
I don't know. I don't date, so I don't know, but I am wanting to date. I do want to. I do want to connect. I do want to do this. So I am approaching, and I have met some people that maybe I need to. So, but this ain't about me as far as that.
I'm just asking. So all that wagon just be on the couch.
All that what?
All that wagon.
I'll be at home. I'll be at home a lot.
Okay. All
I'll
right.
be
Hey,
at
look.
home.
Hey. Okay. Whatever. All right.
Whatever wagon,
Hey,
but I'll be
I'm
at
really
home.
dragging that wagon. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'll be Willie Lunch. I'm gonna just leave that right alone. So moving right along. So
Mm,
when you get in these, how about this? Let me say it this way.
okay.
I think typically women do an assessment and they try to figure out roundabouts. Okay, I don't think anybody wants to date somebody who they don't think is winning on some level, right? So they want somebody who is financially successful or is like you said, is as good as they can be. I think that's general. I think they use a lot of different things to do that. Maybe they look at your shoes, maybe belt buckles, maybe the type of shirt that you have on, maybe the type of car that you drive. Would
Hmm.
I be in the range or no?
So you're speaking of women looking for that within them. I think so. I think that let me share this, and this show is about being vulnerable, exposed, putting everything on the table, right? So I'm gonna tell you what I truly believe. I think the younger women this time around, they got it. I'm almost a little jealous, although I think it's short term, not long term. But I'm a little jealous because I feel like they got it. We, the older or my generation people, women, we were like dating to, let's build together. I want to, grow together. These women, like, you can't even talk to some women these days without giving a bag or something, right?
That's
So
called
yes, they,
prostitution.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But I'm gonna tell you, they're not getting their heart hurt. They're not. They're almost acting as if they were men, and we're
Do they
that's
have a
another
heart?
that's a whole nother podcast too that we'll talk about. But or another topic that we'll talk about on here. But they're almost acting like they're men in a way,
Mhm.
right? Because they are like they're doing what you guys do, or what some of you are, have done, where you're like, I'm out here to get what I get, and I get it. But they're not giving it up for free. They're getting flown out. They're getting bags. They're getting all kind of different things.
So, how do you think that's working for them ultimately?
I think short term is working for them, but I don't think it's long term. And that's the only reason why I haven't went there is because I do think short. Because I told you I'm jealous. I'm like jealous. I have never got flown out. I have never got everything I pretty much get, I work for. Everything that I've gotten, I've worked for. So and I'm okay with that when I look at things and look at it short term, long term. But I'm just saying, just being a human and just looking at it face value, I'm like. I feel like I'm losing sometimes, when I say me, I'm talking about other women that are of like.
I can't hear you. I think you frozen. Yes, you have.
Okay,
Okay,
I
there we
think
go.
we lost each other at the
Yeah,
same
there we
time.
go. Okay, so you are saying that okay. So when a woman gets flown out, you do realize that there's certain etiquette that needs to be followed when a woman gets flown out, right?
Yes, and that's
Okay.
why I'm okay with, because I want to make a decision if that's what I want to do, if I don't want to do it or whatever. I get that it probably should be something, a thank you gift. I get,
All it takes is all you got. That's about the size of that one.
I guess it should be a thank you gift or something.
Well, okay. So I think it's interesting the verbiage that you used. It was great actually because you said they're acting like men. Um, I don't think women really talk to men
No.
before they determine what acting like a man is,
Mm-hmm. I
and
agree.
I don't think these young women realize how what's the proper tense of the word? How I want to say not attractive, but how unattractive their behavior is. It is disgusting. Some of the things that I see with the younger women, and it's a turnoff. It's a big turnoff um, because men typically don't ask women for anything, nothing tangible. They don't ask you for money. Usually, when you go out on a date, most times women, well, from my experience, they don't pay. They're not asked to. It's not even expected.
Mm-hmm.
Now they may spend money on their hair and nails or whatever the case may be, but they probably
Yeah.
wear that all week. It's not just for
Mm-hmm.
that particular night. Um, Entertainment is usually on the man. A lot of times transportation is as well. So you kind of got a good deal already. But to think now, I have friends right now, they get requested to pay for babysitters. One chick gave a friend of mine her cash app. herself
Yeah.
and said, "You know what it is."
Yeah. Yeah. That's
And
not attractive.
well, I'm too old for that, obviously, but clearly, he didn't understand what it was, and when he told me about it, I was dumbfounded. He had to explain it to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's happening. And unfortunately, I mean, you may not be okay, but that something is going on because continues to happen. So, you know,
Well, it makes it a lot more simple. If you see something you're attracted to, then you just need to know a number. And if you can afford that number, if it's within your threshold of pain, you pay it, you get what you want, she goes away, and everything is good.
have you paid for it?
Not yet. I don't know that I would.
Never in your life, ever, ever, because this is a truthful
Oh, yeah,
podcast.
no, let's be vulnerable. No, no. Well, how about this? If you call paying for it being in a long term relationship, then sure.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
That's a relationship.
Then no. No, I have not.
Mhm.
No, I
No.
haven't had that experience yet. I have I did meet a pro on a dating site though, when I was on dating sites.
A pro?
Hmm.
Oh, she got you, or she tried.
Oh, she tried. We ended up actually really good friends. I had so many questions about her career path and being a sugar mama.
Okay, so I want to get back to so I want to get back to, do you think that men have contributed? Okay, so you said physical and sexual attraction can vary.
Hmm.
That makes it very hard for me to, go there because it seems like it's a lot of factors in there. Um, but as far as you getting with a woman and you're trying to actually make her your woman, or you think that this could be somebody that you will want long term, do you have to be sexually attracted to her and physically, or just with physical work and not sexual, or do they both come together, or can you have one without the other? Does that make sense?
No, it needs to be both for me. I can't be. Uh, if you're physically attracted to a woman, typically you're sexually attracted to her.
You say they go hand to hand?
I think there's a definite interplay there. Now, keep in mind, physical attraction could be just on a part of her body. So, like, you can like the ass, but she got a face only a mother could love. So you just turn it around and you only see what you like.
But I'm talking about a long term relationship. You can't keep turning her around. She ain't. You can't just.
Okay,
You,
but some people are sapiosexuals, right? And they're attracted to a big brain. And so if she's extremely intelligent, then she'll
mhm.
always find ways to turn you on because you're impressed by the fact that she is so damn intelligent, and that is sexy.
Okay, keep it real with me.
Hmm.
Can that sustain a relationship? Are you gonna have to step out because she got the brains and she got the sexual part, but the face, the mama only love only the mama can love the face. So is that gonna be enough to keep you there in the home?
Yeah, absolutely. For me, I'm gonna speak for myself, right?
And men out
Absolutely.
there, you let me know too. Let me know, you guys. Let me know, because Brooke can't speak for all of you guys,
Yeah,
but
I'm just
he's
gonna
trying
speak
to
for me.
represent. He's trying to represent.
I'm gonna just speak for me. If it's a woman who's extremely intelligent, that is attraction on a very high level because she feeds you in ways that you may not have been fed. I've been with I've been with some extremely attractive women that were dumb as a box of rocks, couldn't
Yeah.
accomplish shit, and that is annoying long term. It is infuriating long term. So you need some of both. And keep in mind, you can always get the sapiosexual, the mommy makeover, and you can make her into whatever you want.
Okay, that brings me to another point. So you're saying that you said that you can, and I'm thinking you're talking about the BBL, the breast lift, the toe lift, and you can lift everything. Lord
This is
Jesus,
true. This is true.
you can lift anything, right? Like
This is
Jesus. So you're talking about that, correct?
true. Hmm.
Okay. So I'm asking you because I want to know. There's a lot of BBLs around here. There's lips injections. There's a lot of stuff that's going on here with us women, right? We're doing a lot of things. I'm not knocking it. I'm not judging it because we don't judge around here. We get curious around here on the bedroom noise. In bedroom noise, we get curious. We don't judge. So for whatever reason they're doing it, I'm just curious. Do you think men have something to do with women? Because do you think men have something to do with women altering their body, having the cosmetic surgeries and things like that? Do you think would you say you have a part in that?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think it's more your fault though, and women who are shaped like you than men really.
What?
I do. So if you walk with me for a second, uh,
If
women
what?
see women see who gets attention and who doesn't.
Uh-huh.
And if they see another woman getting a ton of attention because she has big titties and a fat ass, they want that attention. So they know what's attractive or what's not, or what men are moving towards, or what attracts men. They understand that.
Hmm. You know what I was thinking?
Hmm.
I didn't look at it that way. I did look at it as if your man went out and cheated with someone that looked, maybe had extra stuff or, was her body was naturally or not even naturally, but he messed with a type of woman that had the bigger butt and the bigger chest and titties. Um, that she would think something was wrong with her, and so therefore that would make her. Brooks, I think so.
No,
Why?
let me
Why?
help you. Let me help.
Okay.
Men cheat, but that don't mean they want to leave home. A
But
man
what?
that cheat on you 20,000 times and have there ain't nothing in it. It's just ass. But they're
Mhm.
not leaving home. They're not going to leave their family. They're not going to leave. They're not going to leave their home. They're not going to do that. They're not going to stop raising their children. Most men will cheat and don't have a thought about leaving home.
Okay, I understand that. But I get that. And I used to not believe that, but I've heard it enough that I have to believe that. So I do believe that. And I don't think women understand that. And not to say a woman needs to stick around because, oh, he really does love me. He never would leave. He would never not take care of the kids. He wants this home, but then his actions are so, doing something different, right? So that doesn't make sense to a lot of women, and it didn't make a lot of sense to me. I do know now a man could just have want to go out and experience a different woman. I'll say it like that, right?
Maybe
Um,
experience a woman in a different way than he's capable of experiencing you, and maybe it has nothing to do with you.
it has nothing to do with us.
Maybe.
Nothing. It has nothing to do. And I wonder if that man has talked and said, "I want you to do this and do that," or I wonder, are the men just stepping out without having the conversation about, like, you put on maybe 10 pounds or whatever the situation is for them to want to go, or are men just being selfish and just stepping out just because they just want to step out?
So let's see. Let's go over the Madonna whore.
Thank you, chat. You guys are in there chatting. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go back and look at it.
Okay, so let's see. So the Madonna whore complex is a psychological phenomenon where a
Mhm.
person, historically a heterosexual man, divides women into two rigid categories: saintly pure Madonna and debased hypersexual whores, coined by Sigmund Freud. Okay, so one woman is pure. That's usually the wife. Okay, he only sees her in one particular way, is extremely attracted to her, and would never do anything that he thinks is debasing. Now, the whore, he'll go live out all his sexual fantasies with her, but he never wants to leave home. But he just doesn't want to debase Madonna.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm. 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 So I'm still I'm still trying to understand this a little bit. I mean, that makes sense. I get that. I get that. But again, I think that comes back to us not communicating. Because like we said last time, I think you could be the most virtuous woman in the world, but you communicate with your man and he has needs, and you don't always have to stay virtuous in the house.
I agree. A
Right?
lot of
So
women.
I could be that opposite woman inside my house is what I'm basically saying, if everybody know what I'm saying.
But how do we get there?
We
How do we get to the point where you're tied up with a ball gag in your mouth, right? From Madonna. How do we get there?
is it you because you're not communicating. You're assuming I met this woman, because most time you're not trying to marry the prostitute on Fig Row, right? You're not trying to marry the Fig Row chick, right?
Right.
So you want this well-kept woman, and this woman that's just, but you also want this freak too, right? Because this bedroom noise, so we about to just talk about it, guys. So you want this freak too, right? And so but you can have one person do all of that. You
But
can have that.
both parties are at fault because both parties aren't discussing it. Both parties
He's
aren't comfortable enough to say it.
Yes, he's assuming I got this woman that's da 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 da, so I can't have this conversation, but I'm gonna just step out and go mess with
He doesn't want to offend.
Shaquita. Yeah,
He doesn't want to deal. He doesn't want to whore her out.
yeah, and the thing about it, she may want to be.
That's
That's
right.
the that's the issue, and that's when you don't communicate, because she probably wants to have all of that and some.
That's right. Women
Blow
love
my
it.
back
You come
out.
over and you put a foot on the back of their head. They love that.
Yeah, blow my back out. And yes, you know what I mean? But
Yes.
you didn't have the conversation. And so you're assuming that's not the case. And because she's walking around with the Bible all day in her hand.
But you said the you said the word. We're assuming. Everyone's assuming beyond having the conversation. They're just assuming. They don't want to offend, so they walk on eggshells. Rather than just saying it and maybe finding the appropriate way to say it. Hey, you know what? I desire this. I like that. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that. Can we try that? Even if you say, hey, I don't like that. Have you ever tried it? Maybe you
Mm-hmm.
have, maybe you haven't. If you have, maybe it's different this time. Tell me what went wrong last time. We can maybe do it better or different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It boils down to communication, and it boils down to not judging, listening and trying your best. The active listening and having empathy and all that we talk about on this podcast. It's and then deciding. But a lot of people decide before they even have the conversation. It's already decided before the conversation even takes place. So you can't get anywhere if it's already decided.
Because
I
the
actually
opposite of what
think
you
all
said.
that should be talked about. I actually think a couple should take a test. Like, there's tests out there, and I actually gave it to you. You remember?
No, I gave it to you.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's right.
I
I
gave you
get
the
yeah.
free test. Yeah.
You did. Yeah, you did. Yeah,
You
yeah,
scored very
yeah.
high, by the way.
Shut your face. I probably did. I already did. I ain't gonna hold you.
There's some shit under that hood, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
I probably did, but yeah, I probably did, but it's you can't just carry it out. You might feel whatever you feel, you just can't carry it out. You know,
I guess that depends, right?
Ever. You always getting off a track. Oh my
I will
goodness.
say this though. You say it very well all the time, right? Curiosity, not judgment. And I
Mm-hmm.
think most of us operate in judgment rather than curiosity. And I think that's what causes fear. And
Yeah.
according to the Gottmans, are you familiar with the Gottmans?
What did you say again?
Are you familiar with the Gottmans?
No, I didn't hear that. I mean, I
So
don't know that.
The Gottmans are they're psychiatrists,
Uh-huh.
and they are the #1 relationship psychiatrists in the world. Leo Gottman, and I forget his wife's name, but those two together, they have spent more hours studying couples to the point that within 5 minutes of sitting down in front of you, they can tell you whether your marriage is going to last or not. They can tell you whether your relationship is going to last or not.
Okay.
with almost 100% accuracy,
Okay.
right? And there's like the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
They have the four horsemen of the apocalypse of your marriage, right? Or your relationship,
Okay.
right? Also, if you read Esther Perel, I don't know if you're
Hmm.
familiar with her either.
No, I haven't
So
heard of
Esther
it.
Perel goes over how every relationship is a poly relationship. So there's always somebody else in the sphere of your relationship because one person cannot be everything or all things.
Mm-hmm.
So it becomes kind of interesting when we start operating in judgment
Mm-hmm.
rather than curiosity.
Yeah, but we are speaking. I think are we talking about like that 80/20? Because everybody's looking like you looking for that 100 and you're never going to get that, right? But if you have a person that kind of fulfills 80% of that, people will still try to venture out and try to find that
Because
20%.
the third is the 20. There will
Yeah.
always be a third, whether it's a friend, could be male, could be female, but there'll always be a third.
Mm-hmm.
Your hope is
Mm-hmm.
that the third does no harm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if the third will cause harm.
Maybe not,
Well,
but there will always be a third because nobody can be everything, right? And our expectation of someone to be our everything is unrealistic. Even our expectation of happiness is unrealistic.
no, it is. Happiness is not the responsibility of your mate.
That's
That's
correct.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
We're looking for someone to make us happy. Oh, he doesn't make me happy. She doesn't make me happy. That's not the responsibility. I don't understand how we put so much responsibility for me. I'm putting so much responsibility for me onto someone else. That's crazy.
That's
How am I
correct.
putting that on you? My job is to make me happy. You can add to my happiness or you can take away from my happiness, right? But you cannot make me happy. You
But
just can't.
that's not
Just
learned
as,
behavior.
and that's the same thing with peace.
Right. That's
That's
right.
a whole people play
Whole
around with
nother
that
thing.
word all the time. Like quit playing with that word.
But so how come you haven't found anybody who can contribute to your happiness or contribute to your peace long term?
Because I
I
haven't
shouldn't
got
say you. Let me not focus. Let me not
oh
focus on
see.
you. Let me say this. Why do you think we why 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 do you think it seems so difficult? Uh, at least listening to women, they seem like they have a very hard time finding their complement.
I don't think that people are putting themselves in positions to find people. I think a lot of women are like they've been burnt or hurt a lot. And so I think they are just to the point where it's safer. I think what I feel is everybody's playing defense. No one's playing offense anymore. You know what I mean? So you have everybody and everybody's playing defense. You're not going to find anybody playing defense, right? So I have to get vulnerable and put myself on the line if I want to go out there and date. I may get hurt once or twice, but then I may get it right too. I know for sure it's not going to work if I never put myself out there. I know 100% that's never going to happen if I don't put myself out there. So I think right now, women are not putting themselves out there because they don't want to get hurt. They don't want to get burned. They don't want to go do this loop-de-loop thing. Next week episode is going to be about relay relationships, right? It's a lot of
Mm.
relay relationships going on here, And so people want to avoid that. Like, why do I want to tell somebody my favorite color again? Which I don't even ask. I think that, that's a whole nother topic too. We need to ask real questions so we can, especially at this age in life, like the real questions so we know what's going on. I don't care about what you like to do and what your favorite color is and what your mama name is. You know what I mean? That later that may be important, but right now that's not important. So I think
Are
a
those
lot
the
of
questions you're receiving?
I'm sorry.
Are those the questions you're receiving?
Those are the questions that I know people are receiving. Yes. I'm
Wow.
not I haven't I'm just starting to try to get life together for myself in that area. So I don't, I can't really speak on my experience, but I can share that that's what I'm hearing out there.
So for the audience, and even maybe for me, what questions would you like to be asked?
You asking audience? I,
You, the audience. So
I
as
have
a
a
woman,
question. I have a question. Um, if a man is with a woman, this is for real. So we're talking about attraction. We're talking about physical attraction and sexual attraction. So if a man is with a woman that's just say she is just gorgeous, just absolutely body good, face on point. Um, she's got she got a lot of things going on. She's the 80% kind of woman or what have you. What would make you want to go look at the another woman that possibly sometime not even as equal to, as far as physical, I don't know about sexual, but as far as physical and possibly her what she has going on in the head, career wise, things like that? What would make a guy want to go? Is that just being selfish, or is that like, what is that about?
You want a real honest answer that
Yep,
most
that's
men
all I
like to
do
give
here.
you?
That's all I do.
Take her down a notch.
The 80% woman needs to go down a notch.
A lot of men will do that to take her ass down a notch because she thinks she's too much. Believe it or not, it's the craziest shit in the world, but it's true.
And you know what? Some of my friends, some of my girlfriends that they have their own, and I'm saying that just for conversation wise, they're not representing as I got my own and I'm a boss chick. They're not that. I'm just saying that's just what they have. They have their own car, their own house, their career, their degrees, and all that. We feel like we need to dummy down ourselves. We need to say we work at Walmart. And we need to say, I cannot afford to pay PG&E this month, because that's what we're seeing. A lot of men are, that's what men, I feel like men needs women to need them. So we can't say we have this and this and this and this and that, because like you say, just what you said, we have to dummy ourselves down. It's almost as,
I never said that, by the way.
well, you said that he will do it so you can, like a check for you to calm down, like you're not all that.
Right.
Right?
But there's reasons for that. So sometimes the guys have insecurities. Again, it's not always about the woman. Sometimes it's about the guy and his insecurities and different things that he's experienced, and maybe some things that he's going through in that relationship. It doesn't always have to be about the woman.
So that could be just completely on him and not.
Absolutely.
Well, I think most of this doesn't have to do with,
Yes.
I don't think any of this really has to do with the woman. I mean, majority of it, right? I think a lot of it has to do with the man. I think women will say, he cheated on me with a big booty Shaquita. So let me go out here and get me a BBL. I'm going to risk my life on the surgery table or someone's back alley to get these butt injections because he cheated with big booty Laquita. And now I'll need a big booty too.
Right.
That has nothing to do with her.
No, because guess what?
Nothing.
He wasn't trying. And here's the other thing. If a man cheats respectfully, is that wrong?
If a man cheats respectfully,
Mm-hmm.
well, I don't know. How do you cheat respectfully?
So I asked this question because I think it's very interesting, because some men cheat respectfully, right? So they come home at a reasonable hour, right? They don't bring any disrespect to their home. They take care of the kids. They're always where they're supposed to be, but they fucking mold freaks than the law out.
And why is he doing that? Because we're just here to learn.
Because he has the Madonna whore complex. Because he can't do that with his wife. He can't whore her out like that. He just can't bring himself to do it. So would you be okay with that as a woman? If he respects you, everything is good, it's not in your face, would that be okay as a woman? Or would that still be wrong?
I think that would still be wrong for me. It would be wrong for me because one, you can always come and talk to me. You know what I mean? And we're not gonna have them problems anyway. You want to, so that wouldn't be an issue as far as what your needs are not, you're not getting your needs met. That's not going to be a problem. And I don't think it would be a problem possibly with other women, but he hasn't had the conversation. So to me, you can't say it's respectfully because you didn't give me that option. And unless you spoke to me and you shared that, and I'm still not down to take care, do what you need me to do or want to, what you want me to do, spice it up, whatever it is, then we can't put the word respectfully on there.
Then if you found out, would you be amenable to having that conversation?
I would want that conversation before it happened.
But if you found out after because he didn't know he could have that conversation with you, would you be amenable to that conversation?
I would have the conversation. I don't know how. I would have the conversation. Because I'm always trying to learn, I'm always trying to understand. And I would need that understanding. I think I would need that understanding. So I'm okay to have the conversation. I don't know where it's going to be because you know why I don't know what it was going to be? Because when someone offends, damage, cause pain, injury, they're not always willing to do the work to get it back. So if you're willing to do the work to get it back, because you didn't know, even though you grown as you didn't know, you have to be able to do the work. And if you can't do the work and allow me to sit in my pain and you want to rush my healing, there's no expiration on it, so that's going to be a problem. And what I've seen in life is that people, even when they are the one who hurt, damaged, and injured someone, they want you to hurry up, get it over with, and and be done with it. And so therefore that doesn't allow the healing and the repairing and the restoring and the reconnection. It doesn't allow that, because every time I see a big booty, that's going to remind me, and I'm going to see big booties everywhere. It's going to remind me. So therefore you're going to have to be patient with me. Eventually I can look at big booties and it's not going to hurt me. But if you're going to try to rush it, then it's not going to go anywhere. We're going to have this issue. So that's, I think that's another part of having the conversation. So I can have the conversation all day long, but are you going to be willing to do the work? Are we going to be willing to do the work with each other? And if we're
Well,
not, then what are we doing? What do we need to talk about?
well, I think that's very commendable of you that you would even be willing to have the conversation. I think that's a good thing. So you probably saved a lot of marriages right there.
I think a lot of people will be willing to have the conversation. The thing about it is, I do think that people don't know how to start the conversation. They don't know how to start the conversation, and it has to be safe, and we can't come with, you did this, why you did this. That's coming with the curiosity over judgment. If we can come and have the curiosity over judgment conversations, then I think a lot of that could be repaired. But if I'm coming, you did this, everybody's defenses is going to be up. I'm going to be up, and we're not going to go anywhere. So
That's
we can't
difficult
come that
when you're
way.
triggered. That's hard when you're triggered.
Yeah.
That's a big thing to do. So, but like I said, it's good that you would have that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it absolutely is. But in this dating space, I think you're running into a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to assess attraction. It's very difficult to accurately assess what you're being attracted to because there's so many gimmicks out there now. Um, you know, and then women are under the impression that men care about how much you make and all these things, and they really don't. They're just
No.
looking for a really good woman.
Yeah. But you're looking for the physical and sexual attraction, not the financial part of.
Yeah, I mean, so it's basically somebody who's strong where you're weak. That's your compliment. Let me put it that way.
Hmm.
Most men are looking for their compliment on so many levels. They might not say it that way, but that's typically what you're looking for.
Hmm. I want to ask you too. So we're talking about women and their attraction. Do you think men are staying physically attractive and sexually attracted to women these days? Like out of your friends and people would you, because men expect a lot for women, right? We need to look a certain way. We can't gain this. Everything has to be just perfect and right and tight and everything, right? But are men, huh?
It's so interesting because keep in mind what we're taught, right? You're my diamond, I'm your provider.
Mm-hmm.
So a provider don't look like a diamond, right? You're the showpiece of the family.
Mm-hmm.
I trot you out when I go where I go. You got to look like the face of my family. You got to be bad,
Mm-hmm.
right? I got
Mm-hmm.
to provide. And you looking bad shows I provide.
Mm.
Now, women say they're attracted mostly to the dad bod.
So that's a little belly.
That's what, more than a little belly. That's what they
A
say.
lot of belly. Okay.
That's what, well, medium belly, I guess. But
Yeah.
that's what they say. Most women are most attracted to the dad bod. I find that hard to believe, but that's what they say.
Yeah.
So then, well, and I'll ask you. I mean, maybe you and your friends have had this discussion. I'm not sure, but does a dad bod will that do it for you?
I think it will. I think it will. I don't. I do think that
I think
women are. I do think that women are looking. They're not really so um, caught up on the shape of the body. I don't think so. I think they're looking like, again. I think the women are looking like what that name is, and what that and what you how you treat her and how your heart is, and things like that. I think that
okay. How about scent?
how they smell.
Yeah, I always smell good.
Always.
Always.
Like right now
Lose your
in
train of
your
thought.
like right now in your are you at home or am I in your business?
I am at home right now.
So are you smelling good right now?
I'm wearing blue sapphire right now
Okay. Okay.
by Bodecia.
Yeah. I
If you
got
know,
you.
you know.
I got you. I know.
Are you
Um
familiar with that? Since you
yeah.
say you know, you are okay. Well, there
Yeah.
you go. That's
Yeah.
what I have on right now. I can show
Okay.
your bottle if you'd like to see
I know. I know you telling the truth on this podcast. So
it.
that's all we do on this podcast is tell the truth. Yeah, I do. I hear women saying, they want their man to smell good and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's important. I think nowadays women are really taking care of themselves, and I think that they also are requiring or would like a man also to take care of themselves, especially a man that's requiring a woman to look a certain way.
Okay,
Yeah,
but what
you
does that entail?
look in a certain way.
Okay, when you say you want a man to keep himself up, what do you mean?
Um, you don't have to have all the muscles, but that you work out. So when that you have enough energy to get things done around the house, everywhere. That you're not tired and breathing all hard and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, all right, all
don't
right.
do that.
Don't do
Don't do
that.
that. Don't do that. I
Okay,
think,
all right.
yeah, don't do that. So I think, and then that that you're keeping up yourself too. That you're keeping up that you can dress. I think a lot of women. Well, I think having a little swag, a little bit. Like not thugged out, but a little swag. And that you're not smelling like you've been working all day. But we and like that you worked all day, but just you can't just stay like that all night like you worked all day, right? But I
So you're
think
not talking about manicures and pedicures and stuff like that, right?
no, you don't have to do that. I mean, I would want you to do that to help. I would like to do that for you to appreciate that you worked so hard and but you wouldn't have to like feel like you needed to do that. I would like to do that for you. Like, let's go. I'm going, let's go. You've been working all month or week or whatever. But you wouldn't have that kept up or whatever. But keep your face looking somewhat decent. And it's okay. I think we like the little during a week, if you didn't take care of your beard or your something, that's okay. But when it's, clean it up. Don't keep it like that all month and all week, because I'm trying to come in here cute for you. You know what I mean? I want to sit on the couch with you cute. So I
So
need
you're
you
putting
to,
in some effort.
put in a little effort, a little bit, like I think you you take care of yourself, I think you should do that just for yourself. I walk around this house by myself and I'm not looking to no one's here, but I'm here. I see me. So I want to make sure I'm good.
But you persistent with running that game, boy. Ooh, you persistent running that game.
What you say?
I said you be persistent with that game.
What's the game?
Nobody's here. It's just me. Don't nobody come over. Don't nobody see about pretty little me. It's all me.
I tell the truth.
Okay,
I
okay.
tell the truth. Ain't nobody been on. I tell the truth.
Okay, all right.
How long I been knowing you? How long I been knowing you?
We've known each other for about 3, 4 years.
You set foot in my house? Don't play.
You really want to talk about that? No, I'm just
Uh-huh.
messing with
Yeah,
you.
I do. Yeah, I
I'm
do.
giving you.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Don't play with me. Do not play with me.
That would have been good though.
I wouldn't even set myself up like that. But no, I speak the truth because I'm very big on, and I think I think men should do it as well. Be prideful of your place. I'm not having lots of energy in my house. I don't want everybody in my space. I don't, like you know,
Okay. Well, how about this? Let me switch gears real quick, right?
and nothing against you. It just hasn't got to that level, it hasn't gotten there, but
All right, whatever. Okay. All right.
I'm just
so,
saying.
so what about? Because I dated a chick, and well, I've dated a couple of chicks, and come to find out they have some mental issues.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you find this out like way after the fact. Like, you're somewhere and something happens, and you're like, well, what the fuck was that? And like,
Mm-hmm.
well, okay, I don't know what just happened there, but something weird is going on right now, and I really don't know what it is. And you come to find out later on that this person has, mental issues, and now you're in this gray area where if you drop them, you look like a bad guy. So I'm in an exploration kind of time with stuff like that. So I'm trying to be more patient with people.
Mm-hmm.
So, or I should say I was. Um, that's why I had to get off the dating websites because it was a mess. But so come to find out, this lady had this. She was going through this like magnet therapy, and I nicknamed her Magnets. Um, and so she would go and sit her head next to these powerful magnets that were supposed to increase blood flow.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I found it didn't increase thought, so I had a little bit of a problem with that. So I
Of
had to
course.
find my way out of that because it was yeah.
It's hard for me to believe that you didn't know sooner than later. I think what I want to say that we try not to, because you might have saw booty and beauty, and you didn't see other things that was, because I don't think people can hold out that long. If they really truly like how you putting it on so thick, because you be putting extra on it, but how you putting it on so thick, is no way that she didn't give you a clue or two here or there that you just looked over because she had a big booty and
It
a
was
cute face.
depression, and the girl did have one of the biggest asses I've ever seen. I can't lie. And she was talented too. She was a mixed girl, and mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah.
She has some talent. The crazy ones have some skills. I just will say that yeah.
So you want crazy, but you don't want medication crazy.
I
Because when
do
you get
think she was on medication. See, I believe
yeah.
she was on medication, but I'm not sure.
So if you get
I'm not sure.
medication crazy, but crazy could work because crazy is not. We all crazy. We
But
all
I never
crazy.
saw an episode.
Oh, okay.
She has severe depression, but I never saw an episode.
Yeah, you didn't spend enough time.
One chick I dated, her father was her first cousin.
Yeah, you got problems. That's the
I'm
problem.
just telling you.
It,
Listen, you find them.
you the problem. You the problem.
What? Wait, how did I become the problem? Look,
Because you pick men pick. She didn't pick you probably.
I'm just reporting the news.
Most men go hunt. There's not a lot of women that hunt for men, but you still have a choice to go, yeah, okay, come on. So you picked her. So I'm not you the problem.
You can't tell crazy from a picture.
No. But that's why you don't rush into stuff. We all want to be speedy. We got to
Well,
back in the day we used to be on
how
back
long
in
is
the
it
day
gonna
we
take
used to be
us?
on the phone with people for a minute.
But how do I know who you related to?
You
I don't know
talk.
that I don't know that your mother's your aunt and your father's your first cousin.
You have to talk.
That's gonna take a while.
Possibly.
I don't know
But
that your genes swim in a circle.
but do
It's
you
gonna
want
take a while.
do you want to end up with crazy, or you want to Are you worried about it's taking too long?
That's why you walk away from crazy. But sometimes it's difficult because they, like I say, crazy does things, and sometimes it's very difficult. You have to make some decisions.
That's because you're not thinking with the right head. You be you confused.
It's a damn shame. But Eddie was happy.
Eddie be happy about any, and that's another question. With this physical and sexual attraction. So you can be physically, I mean, so you don't have to have any physical attraction or sexual attraction, and you can still want to smash Shaquita,
The male orgasm is a powerful thing. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. Busting the
right?
nut is an amazing thing. It
So
really
it doesn't matter about this physical, all this physical stuff you talk about. That doesn't even matter.
is.
No, it doesn't.
See, you can't answer the question for me. You can't do that. That's against the rules.
Okay,
Let me think
I'll
about
wait.
it.
I'll wait
Let me think about it.
because that happens a lot.
I don't.
And
I
that's
don't want to
confusing for
agree with you.
women. That's confusing for women because if you're messing with this type, but then you like we
Like I said,
it's,
I don't want to agree with you. Okay, have you heard? Have you heard of a slump buster?
no, what is a slump buster?
So a slump buster is practiced in baseball. If you're having a slump and you can't hit the ball for a while, you get with the biggest, nastiest, ugliest, most disgusting woman you can find, and you have to sleep with her, and you got to give her the wood, and then you'll be hitting again. Sometimes you just need a slump buster.
Okay, so
I can tell you're disgusted by this.
I don't like that word at all. But I understand. So that person that you're describing, someone that's not attractive to you, maybe a larger in size or woman or what have you. So what if she has the heart and all that other stuff? Could you now mess with her eventually? She get,
I'm never gonna find out.
so it's
I'm
always
never gonna find out.
so it's going to always be
She could be so smart she's splitting atoms, and I wouldn't find out.
so so it's always going to be back attraction then.
Listen, she could be splitting atoms in the basement, and I wouldn't know. I never know. But don't listen. But I can be shallow.
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
I can. Well, listen, I know my struggles. Don't get mad at me. I can be shallow. I'm,
Um,
I'm not doing that.
oh my gosh. Unfortunately, I can't see the chat on this. So I'm gonna go onto my iPad to see if there's what people are saying. Yeah, what slump buster is what you said?
A slump buster.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
I mean, sometimes you got to do what you have to do. Take
Oh,
one for the team.
someone said, Orlando said in 2026, women are choosing men.
Maybe.
They're not,
Although I will
they're
say
the
this,
hunter. They're the hunter.
uh, I I don't think that comes with a lot of success because women being masculine is not attractive to men.
Some men like that now. We gonna have
Most men do not like masculine women.
well, that's going to be a podcast coming shortly because we do have a lot of men that are kind of taking the woman role. That is happening.
I don't know who you're talking to or where you're choosing them, but maybe that's probably why nobody's been over to your house.
I'm about to throw up this finger. I'm about to throw up this finger right now. I'll throw this finger up in a
You
minute.
know I ain't scared of you.
That's what I'm hearing. So, but because I mean, no, so it may not be attractive, but I think I think some men are liking it.
I think you like the initial fact that this woman had the nerve or had the the intestinal fortitude to come up to you. She had the confidence to come up to you. But how that plays out, can she be feminine? Is she going to be feminine?
Well, you act like
Um,
she's coming up. You act like she's coming up like, hey, dude. She might come all sexy with it. Would that
maybe.
change? Would that change it if she was, like sexy with it?
I think it would, but the point is, can she comport herself as a woman? Even if she comes up to you sexy, that's still approaching you. Can she comport herself as a woman? And I think a lot of women are losing that feminine charm, that
Hmm.
sweetness, that innocence, that kindness, that just
Hmm.
innate feminine nature. I think they're losing that on some level.
Okay, that brings me to another point. Well, I want to ask. So women, so that's so being assertive. Is that kind of what I'm hearing? That being assertive.
Assertive femininity is fine, but you have to be in your feminine. You have to be able to be there. When you lose that, that's a problem.
Okay, let me say this. So if they say, for instance, say for instance, there was someone in the chat right now, and they're like, "Oh my God, Brooke, you fine. Oh, and they just going in like hella, just like, oh, he fine. Ooh, I would like to come over there. Can I? Oh, I will smash that. Is that attractive or not?
I mean, the woman can't help herself. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's fine.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. She's overcome.
Yeah, I think that's way too much. I
I'm
I
just
think
messing
that's
with you. I'm just
oh,
messing
I
with you.
just think I think that is way too. I think that's just way too.
I would say this. Um, saying something in chat because there's a degree of separation, right? So, everybody's a telephone tough guy or a keyboard tough guy, right? You say things online that you may not say in person. So there is one thing because you're removed. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you may get a little courage because you're removed. So you may say things that you wouldn't normally say face to face. But I think face to face is what matters most, because if a person shows you that that is their character face to face, then that might be, a little much.
So if they were online or if they were online, you wouldn't look at that as anything. That would be okay.
No, they just messing around online. I don't really think anything is even serious online that people say. I think people say different things to be salacious or to get attention or joking or whatever the case may be. I
I
don't
was
think anything serious.
I was just wondering how men feel about that. I think it's so like unattractive. I mean, I think it's so like even if you feel that way, I don't think you should like be so vocal with it, or
Ain't
like
this
I
a
just think
mess with
it's
all the
like
pandering comments you get? Oh,
that's
don't think I didn't see the chat after last show. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're so sexy. It wasn't shit about the topic. Oh, look at you. Oh, mama, yes, I know the show's gonna be a success. You are beautiful.
that's men doing that. That's not a
That's what I
woman doing that
said.
to. Yeah, men do that. That's what y'all
Oh, is that?
do.
Oh, men do that. Okay, all right, there we go.
That's what you do. Whether it's the truth, you always got a motive behind why you doing what you doing. I'm very thankful and appreciative, but I mean, if they really think that or they don't really think that, I don't know. I don't. How do I know? But but I'm just speaking of like you a woman doing that. Say so those comments that you see for the men. If a woman did that, how would you take that, or how would you view that?
Well, I don't know how I was. Honestly, just as
I'm
vulnerable as I
curious.
can be. Listen, honestly, I don't know how I would receive that. That's not attention that I'm used to like that. So no, I had a lot of women that were attracted to me, come over, talk to me, whatever the case may be, but nothing like that.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's classy. I don't think. I just think it's like to me you're throwing yourself at somebody, and that's just like calm down. No, that's like throwing yourself at someone. Like calm down. Like
Lord Jesus, but these men are throwing themselves. These men are wow. Okay,
Brooks, they're
all I can
not
say is
they're not doing that. They're not doing that.
what?
They're not doing that. They're not doing that.
Do I really need to go back and read some of the comments that you got
No,
after the
no,
last?
that no. But
Oh,
what
okay, yeah, dude, let's not.
but what I'm saying to you is that so I still think I don't think that's a woman should do that. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to disagree with
And
you.
it sounds like you might think that would be kind of cool if a woman did that.
I'd be flattered as hell. Let me just
You
start
will?
there. I would be absolutely flattered. Would it scare the shit out of me? Yes, but I would definitely be flattered. It would be different, that's for sure. I don't know normally see women comport themselves like that, so yeah, that would be different.
I see it. I see it a lot.
You
Not
do,
a lot. Not a lot, but I've seen it. And it's to me it's like, oh my gosh, like it's like,
but I mean, you talk to women that have a crush on somebody and they can't control themselves, but they're they're saying that to you. I
yes.
don't know that they would necessarily ever say that to the guy. You know,
And just out on a just loudly saying it. You know what I mean?
you've
Like, I
seen
don't know.
women do that to a guy.
Hmm.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I just wonder, do men like that? I was just curious. Do men be like, oh my God, that's so cool?
I think the first couple times, probably you're flattered. You know, I mean, look, I would be flattered. I would be like, wow, okay, you know, and after a while, it probably would lose its luster very quickly.
Mm. But if you liked it once in the beginning, why would you not continue to like it?
Which, like, because it's different. It's something that you never experienced before, and it's positive. It's not,
Mm.
it's not somebody being negative towards you. So,
So why
you know,
not?
yeah, of course, I mean, it
Okay.
would mean I'm aging like fine wine. I'll be okay with that.
I just think it's not. I don't feel like it's attractive, but whatever.
I don't disagree with you. I don't think ultimately it is, but I think in the short term, like you said,
You
sometimes short term things, don't work long term.
you know what it gives? It gives like thirsty. That's
Mm-hmm.
what it gives to me when a woman does that.
Mm-hmm. But when okay, all right, yeah, all right, no
It
problem.
gives thirsty, but they're known to hunt, so that's what they do. So that makes sense. A woman is not. She's supposed to let you know. You know, she should be like giving like small hints out. Like, and then let him. But you doing the hunting, and that's what I think that's not attractive. Like, I don't think that's.
I don't think ultimately it is. I like I said, I don't disagree with you. I think ultimately, I don't think it's a recipe for success. I really don't.
Yeah,
So long
I
term, I don't see it working.
yeah, I don't see. I just don't see a man that excited about it, but maybe they are. Men in the chat, is that attractive to you for a woman to just be throwing themselves at you? And then you don't even respond to them and they just continue to throw themselves at you? Is that attractive, men? Let me know. I'm gonna try to
I'm sure
see
it
if I can
depends on
see
their goals.
the woman go or the man go.
The man's goals.
You can't see the chat either, can you? Let me see
I
if I can see
cannot.
it. No, I can't either. I have to get on another device to see it. I just want to know if the men think that is attractive because I don't, but I'll get off that soapbox.
Because you don't.
I don't think that's attractive. Is that
Okay.
judging? Is that judging? And you guys call me on my judgment because I'm still working on it. I'm a progress.
I
I'm
think
a.
you have every right to have your opinion,
Mhm.
and your opinion, may hit somebody the wrong way, but it's just your opinion. That's all. You have every right to have that.
Okay. That's how I
From my
feel.
perspective. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
So what are questions that women would like to be asked?
When?
So you said you get tired of women get
Oh.
tired of answering questions about what their favorite color is, different things like that. So what are some questions that you think, introspective questions that women would like to be asked? I think a lot of men obviously need to hear that if this is what women are saying.
Yeah, I think well, for sure I want to know. I want to be asked things that are really, I talk about meat and potatoes, and I don't think favorite colors and what your mom, what you like to do, all those are important, but like really getting to the meat of things. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it should be day one or day two, but the whole sexual attraction thing, I think that should be something you talk about right away. So the guy is not going, so you know what he wants, and he'll know what she wants. I think that's really important. What?
So I got the chat. Oh boy.
Okay. What? I want to see the chat. Hi, I get the, where you on
Grady's all
Facebook?
over you.
Huh?
Grady's all over you.
Grady is? Hey, Grady.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be mad. What Grady say?
Oh,
Is he
Grady
being
said you
nice?
beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Grady.
He said you a bad chick.
So you just want to take time to read the chat. You want to read the comment.
Well, you couldn't see it, so I just had to help out. You know, I'm just trying to help out a little bit.
Thank you, Grady. I appreciate you.
So, Mr. Rogers, Fode Rogers says he likes women that like to converse. He thinks thirsty if she start asking how much I make or other personal questions too early. That makes sense.
Uh, we didn't really talk about. Well, we kind of talked a little bit about that. Women, you talked about paying for daycare and women wanting to. You're paying for dinner and then you have to bring another buy food for the baby at home and stuff.
I'm not doing that. I refuse to do that. I've never even been asked. Maybe it's my demeanor, but I've never even been asked to do any nonsense. By the way, Grady says, "Hey,
You're so crazy.
go on,
Hey,
Grady, run that game."
thank you, Grady. That's so nice. I need you. What is there? Is there questions in the
There,
comments?
there are no questions that I can see yet. Um, but I think what you're saying is absolutely, it makes a lot of sense, and I think men need to hear those things, because when you're going into a relationship or you're trying to get to know somebody or breaking the ice, I mean, you just don't know where to begin, and so you're trying to read all of this body language, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to see how your words are hitting this person, so you find the vein to kind of go down, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes you have like your hot 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you have these 10 questions that go down a rabbit hole, kind of, right? So you get at questions to who she is, what she may like to do, what she
Mm-hmm.
does for a hobby, what activities she likes, different things like that. So you're trying to find out more about the person.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I'm always interested in the whole person, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
want to know more about you and kind of figure you out to see if there's some type of opportunity for this to go further. Because if I don't
Mm-hmm.
like you, it's not going further.
Yes. I don't think we're asking the right questions either, and I do think some of those questions, like I said, I don't think you should be asking some things day one, day two, but I do think earlier than later, you need to be asking some of the tougher questions, how do people deal with finances, and you don't have to come out and say that. You can ask questions that will get you to that answer. Just like you don't have to ask a guy how much money you make. You can ask him what hobbies he does, and you can find out what he may be working with or not working with.
All right, now, come on. Most of these females out here living a lie.
What do you mean?
They're driving cars they can't afford, live in houses they can't afford, and in perpetrating a fraud with these. They'll have a Louis Vuitton, a German car, you know, all this mess, and they can't afford the maintenance. They can't afford they just can't afford it. It's one of those things. You know, I make no bones about it. I drive a bucket all day long. Love it. Guess what? It gets 40 plus miles to the gallon. I can fix it with a butter knife. I love working on cars. It's what I do,
But
right?
you got three houses.
I, look, I'm okay. I'm not starving. I don't make a lot of money, but I'm not starving.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm always going to be humble. I'm always going to be kind. I'm never going to misrepresent myself. Right? I drive things I can repair.
Yeah, no, I get that. And that's when you're at a mental state where you're not trying to live above and beyond. Anybody can get that car. It's not about getting the car, it's about, can you maintain it? You can get the house, but can you maintain the house? One fear I had is, if I buy this house, what's going to happen if something break down? I can't call a landlord and be like, come fix this pipe over here, right? It falls on me. So those are the things, but I think everybody's at different levels and people get there, when they get there. So I don't know, but yeah, there's a lot of people. A lot of people are trying to live above and beyond what they're capable of. of
Well, fellas, if you want to know something, ask a woman how much was her last oil change. When
what
she
was the
starts
last what?
discussing how much was her last oil change,
Yeah.
when she starts discussing with you on that German car her $600 oil change, watch her closely on how she starts talking about that $600 oil change and how she handled that bill coming back. Because typically, if you drive a German car, right,
10,000 miles.
You gonna
10,000
spend some
miles.
money.
But you're gonna spend money, but you don't have to get an oil change as often. So every 10,000 miles, you're gonna get every 10,000 miles, you have to get an oil change. Wait,
If you
what?
don't want your car to last.
No, that's true. I drive one.
So I understand that, and I work on them. So what I'm trying
That's
to
when
tell
I
you
come
is
and do my maintenance. Is every 10,000, I have to do the oil change,
that's what they
right?
tell you, and the reason why they tell you is because that car will not last if you keep changing your oil every 10,000 miles. Trust me, oil is the lifeblood of your car. So you want to change it more often if you plan on having the car a longer time. But now, if I was a manufacturer, I would tell you you can go and change your oil once a year because it's going to ruin your car and you'll be back to buy another one real soon. That's why they do that.
Oh, well,
It's a marketing technique.
I just go when the light come on and say you need to go to do
That's what I'm
the.
talking about. That's what you do, baby. You going up there with the light. Come on, look cute.
No. When it says service A due, I go do my service A.
Do you know what service A is?
No, I mean no. I don't know everything. They changed the oil. I know that's one part of it.
All right. Well, hey, that's a starting point right there, and I love it. It's beautiful.
And again, that's why men are needed and for that area. And that's why I'm not a man. I don't know. I just know what I just know what I know, but I don't, that's not my area. I don't know that. I guess I can make it my area, but I don't know.
I was just talking about conversations that you could have with a woman to try and find out a little more about her.
If
Um,
what her finances is.
well, what her finances are, if she's living above and beyond her means, different things like that. When you start talking about car repair and how she does it, how she finds a place, different things like that, those things are very telling for me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm trying to find out about the whole person.
Yeah.
How she handles repairs around her house. Is she handy? Does she know a Phillips screwdriver from Standard?
But I don't get why does she need to know that? Like
She
that.
doesn't need to know that. But if she knows it, it's a plus.
Oh, you want a woman to know that?
I would love it. It's nothing more attractive than a handy woman. God. That is attractive.
I can't fix a thing. So and I get my oil changed every 10 whenever that thing says time to do it. I didn't know that. No, but that's
walks
good to
around
know.
the house with an apron on and nothing else.
That's easy. That's not work. That's not hard. But like trying to fix something in the house, that's crazy.
No,
But this
not
is
fixing it. Just not fixing it, but just being able to identify things, and being kind to different things. Not slamming all the cabinets and slamming all the drawers, and understanding that, you can make it easier on somebody by taking care of your toys, different things like that, because then you get better toys.
men in the chat, Grady, do you need a woman to know?
You going to Grady?
Do you need a woman that knows how know what the hammer look like? I know what a hammer is, though. I do know what a hammer is.
Well, there's a start. See there?
Yeah, I know what a hammer is, and I know a screwdriver, but I wouldn't know like it's a Phillips. I mean, I guess I know it's Phillips screwdriver, but I thought that's all of
So
them
Grady
called.
said, he's responding to you in real time at this point. Grady says,
What do you say?
men are most definitely needed in a lot of areas that doesn't cost money. And when women finally realize that, they would be a lot less single. And I concur, Grady. Yeah.
But I do think I think do you not think there's women that is not concerned about their money? I feel like I'm hearing that guys just think that we're like, I can make this. I don't think there's a lot of women out there that's what type stuff they on.
Listen, most of us don't make as much money as people would like to think. Like I was telling you the other day, I think less than 8% of Black folks, Black households make over $100,000 a year.
Yeah, combined.
And once you get beyond that, it gets minuscule very quickly. So this ideology of people making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 is percentage wise is very, very slim.
It is. Yeah.
So yeah, I think everybody is looking at how much bread costs and how much a burger costs, and I
Mhm.
think it affects everybody. A gallon of gas affects everybody. That's Main Street.
Yeah. But I don't think I don't. I'm just saying I don't think women are going around showing like I make this much money. I'm as yeah. Mm.
Oh God, they leave with their wallet all day long by the Louis Vuitton purse that they have, and it's just you got to see it. It's crazy.
No,
I watch it all day
I'm a
long.
rock. I'm a rock that too. But that doesn't mean. But because you can have that, but that doesn't mean like oh you're showing off your finances. You bought things you like, just like men buy cars. Not you, but some men they buy cars and stuff, right? Because that's what they like. Is it to show off that?
I think so. To a certain extent, I guess maybe. I know men. Men like toys.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we like.
Mm-hmm.
But I never knew. So in my history, I've never known women to like toys like men like toys.
No.
Like all of these women that have to have a Louis Vuitton purse, and they all have basically the same damn Louis Vuitton purse. It's embarrassing. The lack of creativity is just sad. Louis Vuitton makes a billion different purses. Why does every black chick have the same damn Louis purse? It hurts my head. Why not look into Todd's? Why not be different? Right? Find another manufacturer that makes as good a quality purse, if not better. Why can't we do that?
Why can they not have the purse they want?
Yeah, want something different. Don't want what everybody else has.
But why?
Be unique.
Because you think they should be different.
No, I just don't
Or
like
you
things
or
that
you can
everybody else
purchase them
has.
a bag. You can purchase them a different one though, right?
I could.
Yeah.
What's my motivation?
You sick of seeing that same purse. That's enough.
Well, I can change women for that.
No, you said everyone walking around with the same one.
Yeah, like I said, I can change women. I can go find another woman that doesn't prescribe to that.
Oh, but I thought you were saying that they all are doing that.
No, a lot of them are doing it. Most of them are doing it, and it is annoying. It's like you see the same thing over and over and over again, and it's interesting. But with men, some men like BMWs, some men like Benzes, some men like Porsches, right?
Yeah.
Some men
Yeah.
like convertibles, some men like hardtops, some men like Fords, like Mustangs or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just not all the
Well,
same.
um,
It's just not all the same. So there's a difference.
well, I think sometimes those purses, it's prices to those purses. So, you got the lower end ones, you got the medium, and you got the higher. So,
There was a woman that impressed me one time. I was dating her. Well, actually, I'm sorry, I was talking to her on the phone, and she told me that she had a BMW, and she was very impressed by her car. And she was telling me the different type of car it was, and I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "I bet I know what car you have." Just by her describing the car, I said, "I bet I know what car you have." She said, "I bet you don't." I said, "When we go out," I said, "I bet I can pick your car out in the in the parking lot."
parking.
She drove an M7 competition BMW.
I don't
There's
know.
not many of those, and I was instantly attracted because that's very specific and it's very different. It's very unique, and that a
Hmm.
woman would choose that, very unique.
Or maybe she got in a divorce settlement.
I believe that, but you know, she knew what it was, so it is what it is. So I didn't ask; it wasn't my business, so I just let it go. She was fun.
Mhm. You and this fun is crazy. You are to something else. I tell you, boy. Okay, well, how you feeling? I wanted to touch on this, the importance of physical and sexual attraction. I feel like we were able to get around the topic a little bit, touch the other little stuff, some other different things as well. I know last time you talked about women in their armor, so I didn't know if you wanted to go there with attraction, but we kind of got the gist of it last week a little bit. But
Well, it's placebo. It's a false attraction. I don't think it's fair. Wearing a disguise is never fair, in my opinion.
Hmm.
But
So
they say
have you
I'm fair.
ever have you had a conversation with the women that wear and find out why and or
I've done research, and what I did is I started to figure out how to tell that they're wearing this stuff prior to. So I'm an anti-fupa person. I don't deal with fupas. In fact, they scare me. I have to I move around from fupas. Um, so when I see the hint of a fupa, I have a reaction.
okay, you and I spoke about fupas and you thought you could never get rid of a fupa. You remember we had this conversation before?
Yeah, you did tell me that.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah, that's
and I talked.
you gave me hope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but so we'll stay on fupas for a minute. So fupas, I was told that men like the little pouch that women have there. That's what I was told. And I've been
they were
told that
being
many
kind. Um,
no, no.
I
It's
saw
even
a woman one time with a fupa, and I feigned that I pulled a hammy, and I had to limp out. I wasn't doing it.
I think your fupa and the I think we're talking about two different things.
What are you talking about?
It's just like a little belly. You want a woman that has a flat, like a flat, nothing is sticking
Doesn't
out
have
like
to be completely flat, but there should not be a lap hanging over it like a lap
okay.
that kind of slaps when you hit it from the back. That's not good. Yeah, me no liking.
Okay, so you're not talking about just like a little. You're talking about it's
Was that
kind of
finger to the nose kind of a was is this
no,
what
no. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. That you're curious over some judgments judging here.
I'm curious as to how I can get away from that. That's what I was trying to say.
You picked her. What the heck?
No, no. See, and this is what I'm talking about the armor, right? She took pictures strategically around that area. And then when we went to the restaurant, she got there first. So she had the high ground. So she was sitting down and she watched me approach. Usually I get there early so I can watch the approach. So I can see what she's working with, just in case. What happened was at the end of the date, she got up. She got up to leave. And she got up before I did. And there it was,
The fupa.
staring me right in the face. I was sitting down in the booth and I was like, Lord Jesus,
I
this thing
okay.
had a life of its own. It was there. It was like this. It was
I got it. I
like
got it.
that. You
I
could
got it.
grab it.
You could hone. Okay, so it was bigger than a booty.
Not bigger than a booty, but it was substantial.
Okay, well, the rule is if it's not bigger than a booty, it's
That's
that's the
not my
rule.
rule. Maybe with the women you sleep with, you can have that. I don't.
Well, I think yeah, you just have to so that wasn't a disguise. You just didn't do your proper research to, you got there
Well,
late.
if
You got
I think
there.
she couldn't hold it back. I mean, I think this was unruly. Trying to pin that sucker down would have been tough. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you see
I like women who are in reasonable shape. I mean, they try. You know, I don't think she was trying really hard with that thing.
you never
I
know.
was curious. I had a lot of questions that I could ask, but I felt that it wouldn't be appropriate to ask them.
So you
So
did not.
I chose discretion and I ran.
So you think if you would have asked the questions, would you have changed your thought or anything about something depending on her answers, or you thought you already was done with it anyway?
Well, my first question would have been, where'd that come from? And why didn't we say we had that before? I mean,
Brooke, you're really smart. You're really intelligent and you're really smart. And I think you could ask that same question, a different way to get an answer.
but I'm
That's
talking
not
to you right now on you know
bed, bedroom noise.
because but yeah, I know the topic of the show or the title. I'm just saying I, I'm talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
We're having this conversation,
Mm-hmm.
right? It was there. I'm telling you what was my honest thoughts. This was running through my mind, okay? These are the things I wanted to know. Now, I'm not wording them properly here. I'm just throwing them out there.
No, I get that. But what I hear, what I want is, I don't think it's wrong for you to want to ask those questions. I just was wondering if you would have asked it in a different way, if you would have got an answer, or did you already, were you just going, or you were thinking just to go in because you were done with her anyway, and it wouldn't have mattered whatever her answer would have been, you were just done because you didn't want it. But because she has said something that made you look at that, her body differently, and you still would maybe proceed to want to get to know her better.
So
Or
let me
was it
start by
just a
saying,
no?
I can be shallow at times.
Yes,
Let me just begin there, okay?
yes, we know.
And God is not through with me yet. I'm a work in progress. Okay? Pray for me, please. All right. Sometimes my immaturity gets the best of me.
Mm.
I'm just I'm gonna just tell you right off the bat, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I was really good. She tried to kiss me and I dodged, and she got mad.
Why was she? Okay. Okay. And it's because of the fupa. Everything else was good. It's the fupa, right? The date went okay and everything.
The date was nice.
We're talking about physical attraction and sexual attraction. So this is
Yes.
this is
The
fine.
date was
So
nice. There are some things that men are just not attracted to. Fupa is one thing. The other thing is when your nipples do not look me in my eye. That's another problem. They need to be at attention. Look at me. Focus. It's all important. I think we've lost you again. You look like you're frozen.
come
Yeah.
on.
Okay, there you go. You're back.
Yeah, sorry. Hmm.
Did you hear what I said?
No, say it again.
So nipples need to look me in my eye. They need to be at attention. We need to communicate. Communicate this, this kind of thing. Right? That's important. Right? Fupas, that the breast maybe, but fupas no.
So regardless of, so that she would have been out of the question anyway. Period.
She was. Once I saw that, it was over.
Okay. So again, I think that falls on you. So before you get to dinner, why before you go to dinner with somebody, especially if you feel that strongly about something, because again, we want to make sure that we're not hurting people, right?
That's
We're
correct.
not, right? I mean, in a way, I feel like, I think we walk around society and we just hurt people. And I don't think we need to hurt people. So I think that could have been easily resolved by you doing a FaceTime and asking her, like before you get out there, like if you are, especially if you're that strong about fupas and
I
titties,
didn't know. See, this is the thing. I didn't know at the time.
that what
Right?
did you
I was in discovery. I didn't know.
didn't know what?
I didn't know fupas were going to affect me like that, but it did.
Oh, so that was your first
Oh
experience
my God,
knowing.
yes. It was like, whoa, what is
Oh,
that?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It took me by surprise too. I was just as surprised to see it as it was to see me.
So moving forward now, that wouldn't be your reality.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, no. Oh no. No, no.
Okay. I want to make sure you're not out here hurting women and stuff because you scared of a little fupa.
See how you just downplayed it right there? Just a little no, that doesn't
Did I
work.
downplay it?
You did a little no, that was no.
What should I have said? A big fupa?
Listen, it's something and it's there and it comes in between you and your partner.
I can't with you.
If you could just tie it up and move it to the side, it would be one thing, but it's there. It's coming right back. It's not, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
So.
you want men to be in reasonable shape or try, right?
Mhm.
So I don't think it's inappropriate for a man to say that he wants a fupa-less woman.
No, I don't think it is. It's just about I mean, your description is just actually just the craziest. But I I respect it, and I think that again, having these conversations, that's important. You're not gonna. Every woman is not gonna. There's all different kind of body types out there, and you have to find the body type that you like. And if that's not a body type that you like, it's okay. You
Yeah.
just don't get that body type. Like there's some women that don't want a bald head, or they don't want someone that's 5, 8 or whatever. We got.
Well, the height thing kills me with women. I don't really understand the height thing. I'm really, yeah, that I don't understand that.
Well, I had in my notes that
Oh, wait. Queen Jessica talk about old brother. Oh, see, me and Queen Jessica, we're gonna have words one of these days.
let me put my chat on.
You see, but see, Queen won't even come on because I know she's naked right now. That's the problem. See, Queen don't even have clothes on right now. She definitely did get naked, but so naked she can't come on the show. That's the problem. You got more mess to say, oh brother. That's fine. That's fine, Queen. We're gonna meet one of these days and have words.
Actually, I meant to tell Jess that she didn't even have to come on camera. She could turn her camera off because we tired when we get off work now. We
Oh
tired.
brother, here we
And
go. All right, whatever. Does I see now I have a question. See, she's talking about old brother. So this, I mean, it's maybe a FUPA candidate.
because she said, "Oh, brother."
You never know.
No, well, you know what? Her argument, and I'll speak for Jessica. I'm gonna speak for the women.
You gonna speak for Jessica.
I'm gonna speak because you speak about body armor and this fupa stuff, right? And we women speak about the deception that you guys have,
Okay.
right? And it
Wait,
doesn't
wait.
come with a fupa. It doesn't come with a body armor. But you would tell us anything, what you said in this podcast today. You would tell us anything to get what you want. So is that, I think that you'll say stuff to get
Give me
what
an
you
example.
want. For instance, you won't say I'm in it for the short term because you said that would maybe mess the whole situation up, right? So you're not going to say, oh, I'm in it for this reason or whatever. You're going to sell yourself as if you're really interested in that woman to get what you want. It may lead to something different down the line, but you're not coming out in the beginning. And so that's as putting on an armor. That's putting on a face mask. That's putting on way more than these women are putting on their lashes and their wigs and their body armor.
Okay. So you don't run game.
I don't run no game. I don't.
The face you just put on
No,
was
because I think it's funny
said
that
it
you even
all.
asked me when I tell you that I don't even do nothing. I mean, I'm not even, I'm here.
All right.
I'm here.
Well, I'm gonna say this. All right. I think everybody runs game at the beginning, whether a little bit or whether a lot.
So what would a woman's game be? Like what could our
Oh,
game
I'm
be?
poly purebred. I don't get down like that. I don't do this. I don't do that. I don't do the other. Oh, I've never cheated. Oh, not me. No, I've just been cheated on. I've been such a good woman the whole time, and I've never done it. Come the fuck on. This is not true.
It could be true though. It could be true.
I would never suck a dick. Oh my god, women say so much crazy shit. They'll say anything sometimes. You just you know
But it could be true. The thing about
that
it
is
is
possible.
I think sometimes men, because men do a lot of things, they just automatically think women, that's just a lie. Oh, you cannot not do that. You know?
I wouldn't say that, but what I would say is this. I think there's posturing at the beginning, and I think because you want someone to really like you and you want to put your best foot forward. But I don't think everybody is just completely honest from the beginning because people might not like your chinks in your armor. And so you gotta hide that. You put your best stuff out there.
But I think at this age, people are knowing that there's someone out there for me. And regardless of what I come with or I don't come with, there's someone out there. So I don't have to have this representative that I'm just this queen. You've lived life. So I don't think that that's the case all the time where people are just as if no, I'm not. I'm just this angel walking around here.
Well, there's not someone out there for everybody. Contrary to popular belief, there just is not. Some of y'all gonna be lonely. Some men gonna be lonely. Some men are not gonna breed. It's just that simple.
By choice.
No, by circumstance. In
Mm,
fact, I think especially in the black community, there's a small percentage of men that are fathering most of the children.
yeah.
That is a stat. I wish I had it on hand right now, but that is an absolute stat, believe it or not. So women do
Mm,
not breed with everybody. Everybody's DNA does not get to go forth.
no, I get that.
Fortunately, I'm one of the lucky ones. I have bred.
But you're not with the mother of the children.
Oh no, never that. No,
Yeah. So I mean, we can brag on one end, but you know,
no. But I raised my kids.
yeah, I'm.
I got custody of my kids,
Mm-hmm.
so I can brag on that end as well. However, the topic at hand will tell you this. Yeah, I think people say anything. I think that maybe you're going into something short term and it turns into something long term. Some people say that even if you get married, you marry who you end up with, not
Yeah.
necessarily who you chose. I
Yeah.
don't know how true that is. There is some
I
merit
agree
in the
with that.
discussion.
Yeah. I want to. I'm gonna cover that one day too, because I do believe that. I think a lot of people are with people that they just had to be with. I do think that.
And you just got to make the best of it, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't mean that that's a bad person.
No, it
It
doesn't
doesn't
mean
mean
that
they
at
mean
all.
harm. It
Nope.
just means that circumstantially, this is just how it ended up.
Yeah, I think it's I had to settle for this person because I've done so much and I had to go there. And maybe not. I don't know. That's
Maybe,
what I
yeah,
look
no,
at.
no, but you got to. That's a good point. You know, and somebody may settle and decide you all right and they take you home. You may decide to stay.
Mm-hmm. Well, we don't. No, I don't think anybody's going to come up and say, "Guess what? I really don't like her like that, but I'm with her."
I have heard that.
And they might do that with their homeboy, men, but I don't think they would come out and say it out loud.
I have heard that.
I don't
I,
think it's like that.
I, I had a friend. He introduced me to his girl. He said, and I quote, "That hooker over there is Shonda,"
Oh, okay.
and Shonda was right there.
That's how he felt about her,
That's how he introduced her.
or how he described her.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want that description. That's crazy.
I don't think I would want to describe a woman that I'm with in that way. But different strokes for different folks. I can't say that that's right or wrong. They were together for years too.
Mm, but
So
not
there had
anymore.
to be some love there.
Yeah. So love versus in love, that's a whole nother conversation, right? So,
I mean,
we
there was something there, right? He was definitely attracted. She was definitely attracted. There was. So yeah.
maybe
I mean, I don't know. I don't think you can be
you're,
with somebody long term that you're not attracted to on some level. I mean,
that's the question I was asking. Can a man be with a woman that he's not attracted to like that?
no, you're gonna be attracted to her on some level. I mean, looks fade over time. Not to
Yeah.
say that a woman has to get a fupa over time, but looks fade over time. You roll those eyes right back.
You and this fupa, I tell you.
Tell him it leaves a mark on you if you see one. It's just whoa. Anyway, so just saying that yeah, people you have to be attracted to somebody on some level to stay years and years and years through all the changes that you go through. And a lot of times growing old with someone, they become more beautiful over time
Yeah,
because
I
you get
think
to
so.
love them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And you pause for like the ninth time, your internet connection must be trash.
I'm long. I'm
You will?
surprised it held this long down here. I'm surprised it held this long down here because sometimes it's a mess down here.
You in
Ugh.
your basement?
Do it look like a basement in here?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, because you never been over here.
Not yet.
Shut up, Brooks. Anyway, I think this comes to a conclude. We need to conclude this. Ah.
Oh,
Okay, so
wait a minute. Before we go, I
can you
want
check
to
the? I was
answer.
going to ask you to check the comments.
I'm already. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Which
So,
is
Liz Emmys,
okay. Don't
and,
be.
and Liz, I'm so sorry if I mispronounce your name. Please forgive me. She said, "So if the woman knew all them tools that you found attractive and loved, like you stated 5 minutes ago or so, if she had a fupa, you'll no longer be attractive." So I view this like a game of spades, and the fupa is like the big joker. Let's put it that way. So the fupa can like just, it wins every hand, right? So if there's a fupa, the fact that she loves tools and different things like that, yeah, that's kind of Trump, sweetheart. I just can't do it. No matter how good she swings a hammer or twists a Phillips head screwdriver, I'm sorry.
The fupa is just the all in for you. You just can't get
Please don't
around.
hate me though. That's what I'm saying. I recognize I have work to do. I swear to God, I recognize I have work to do. I am so not where I want to be completely. I'm trying.
That's just
Thank you.
awful.
Thank you.
They forgive you?
I hope so.
You please forgive him, you guys. We've had this fupa discussion so many times. Trust me. And he's still there with it. He still feels the same way he feels about this fupa thing. Good Lord.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
You got some things that you don't like too.
fupas can be sexy. You better quit hating on a fupa.
I've never seen a sexy fupa, but
You
okay.
haven't saw them all.
Wait a
You
minute.
haven't
Wait a
saw
minute.
them all.
Okay. As if you have no deal breakers.
I don't know if I have. If the heart's not right, if the
Ooh,
heart's not right, that's
no,
if the
physical
heart's
deal
not
breakers. Stop it.
physical. I don't know if I like. I don't like. I don't really do. I don't. I don't think I cannot think of one. I promise. I cannot think of one. Is it women in the chat? Do you guys have some physical deal breakers? I can't think of one. I like. I'm not tripping about your height. I'm 5 feet even. You could be 5'3" and you still taller than me.
What if a man's shorter than you?
They can't get no shorter than me.
No, no. What if a man is shorter than you?
I'm 5 feet.
Would you date a man shorter than you?
Like a Kevin Hart.
Kevin, oh, fine. Shorter, just shorter than you.
So date a 4'11",
4'10",
4'10".
4'8".
No, I can't do it for you.
See, there you go. So there's one.
Okay, but I'm just. What's the chances of me dating a guy 4'8"? I mean, so you could be 5'4" and you're taller than me, even with my heels on. We're gonna be like
this
this.
is true, but the point is there are some things. What if
But
the dude has a micro penis?
what is
Oh,
that?
I got you tonight.
No, what is that? What size is that?
It might as well be an inning.
Okay, let me tell you this.
Before you go to a whole other thing.
No, let me tell you this. I think a woman. Okay, so micro or small? Why not say small? Why say micro? Why not?
Because micro is micro. Because micro is smaller than small. How about if a dude has breasts like a woman?
He can all if no, because he can lose that.
No,
Just
but
like a woman can lose.
But he had them.
No,
And when you guys,
it wouldn't be a.
when you had,
It
when you
wouldn't.
guys had
It wouldn't
sex,
be a. It wouldn't be a deal breaker if
and
he
when you
has.
had sex, they rested on your head.
Why would? Oh, because.
You are just as shallow as I am.
No. You know why? You know why? Because we probably wouldn't even be in that position
Oh my
yet. We would work on, getting him healthy and trim before we would be in that position. So,
Oh, because missionary is not your go-to? Is that what you're saying?
because no, what I'm saying is that what I'm saying is that we wouldn't be in a bed setting until we got some stuff to do. He
until he got his breast fixed.
until we got his stuff
Oh my
together.
God.
Yeah, but ain't
So
nobody. What man is having breasts hanging like that?
so you wouldn't give him none until he got his breast right, until his tit game was correct.
I wouldn't give him none because we probably wouldn't be there to give him none. We wouldn't be
Because he
there.
got titties.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw that ever in life. A guy with hanging titties.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just yeah. All right.
So,
Let
so
it go.
yes, I do think there is. There anybody in the chat saying some deal breakers for the women in the
Yeah,
chat?
women got all kinds of deal breakers. Bad breath. Women got all kinds of doggone deal breakers. I know women that got deal breakers with dudes don't have their
I was just
toes
trying to
burnt.
think. I wouldn't want a guy that's overly like big. No, like but big sexy is cute. Like big, kind of
Big
chunky.
sexy is cute.
That could be kind of cute. But not someone that's like on that show, 600 pound. That show.
You couldn't do that.
No, no.
Mm.
So I guess, okay, I get it. Maybe I don't think ours is as bad because I think women deal with a lot of things that men wouldn't deal with. So can a guy have a small penis and we still rock with him? Yeah, and the whole thing when a girl breaks up or when a relationship end and the guy be like, they always say, oh, his thing was small. That sometimes is lots true. That it is a guys that have small D and the female just dealt with them while they were in the relationship. What? Tell me. What is happening over there?
So 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 Grady about to just throw his Mac right on you, boy.
Oh,
Grady
what? Let
said,
me see what Grady
Grady
talking
said,
about.
"Wow, you're 5 feet. You're a shorty."
I'm that's tall. Come on,
Uh,
Grady. Don't
so
don't that's I'm tall, Grady.
so uh, SBGB TV said, if you're attracted to someone's personality, then most of the time everything will grow on you. And I don't disagree with that for the most part. I really don't. I
If
think
you're
that
attracted to their personality, then other things will grow on you, right?
yeah,
I think
like I said, I think that is. But if she got a fupa, then that's. But by the same token, I think if a man had a micro penis and he was the most wonderful man in the world, that was the same thing.
I don't think, but I disagree with you because I do know women will, because that's not the most important thing. If she's getting everything else met, because there's other things that you can bring to help in that area to get stuff done. And he actually have other things that he can do to also get things done. So I disagree with that.
From what I heard, according and Queen Jessica talking about the stream was glitching, but I think it's better now.
I
But
think so.
at any rate, what I heard about the last, so I was watching somebody, I think it was something on YouTube talking about the Diddy video that just came out,
Yes.
and so according to them, or maybe it was TMZ or something, but they said that the reason why Diddy provides those parties is because he is not well endowed. And so he believes that the woman ultimately wants to be fulfilled. So he has to do that for her to be fulfilled. Otherwise, even with money and everything else, maybe he fears as though they will leave him.
So he's actually getting. You're saying that he's actually getting her some D. So she.
Yeah, go speak like you normally speak.
No.
Uh-huh. Yeah, go.
I think I say D. So so you're saying that they're saying that he's providing her to make sure she's taken care of because he's not able to fulfill her in that way.
But the point is, without that, she's probably not going to stick around because
Mm.
women are just as shallow on some level. I think everybody is.
Brooks, let me share this with you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me share this with you. That's what he thinks. That doesn't mean that's what she thinks because what I'm hearing is she wanted to be in that relationship knowing he had nothing. Um, Allegedly that he didn't have anything there. So
All I know is you sat up here and said you would not do a micro penis. I'm just saying. So
I didn't think I said that.
you were very clear.
I don't think I said that.
I, well, I tell you what, we're gonna have to rewind the tape.
I don't think I said that because I think that I said the whole thing that I think men that there's other thing he can use. There's other thing you can use. He can use other parts of his body. So I don't think I said that. Mm-mm.
You said if a man had breasts like a woman and they hung down and hit you in the face while you guys were having sex in missionary position, that you would not be in that position. You guys would not be there.
I said because I don't think that I would be ready to lay down with a man. I don't think we would be
Solely
ready
on
to.
breasts. Look at my face.
I don't think. I don't think I'll be ready to lay down with him. Period. I think we would be working on health wise, like getting him healthy first. So I'm not trying. No, I don't think I would be okay with that. No, because I have to be honest and vulnerable. I don't think I would be okay with that slapping me in my face.
Thank you. That's all I was saying. Thank you.
Yes, but the micro, I probably could do. I could possibly. I think I can. I don't know. But I'm thinking that's something that it could be worked out because there's other things you can do.
You know what I think, knowing you?
What?
I think you would try. I think you would give it the college effort. I really do.
You're
And then when it
absolutely right.
fails, you would be honest to say, you know what, I couldn't do that shit.
But but that's because his heart changed. But if his heart stayed the same and his name's, then we can rock it out. Do you know there's women that's been in relationships where they've had sexual intercourse with their husband, and after it was done, every single time they had sex with their husband, they had to take care of themselves on the side.
You're making that up.
I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah, no, I don't know that.
And they stayed in that relationship.
For real?
Men and women don't think the same in that area.
You ain't never lying. You ain't never lying.
Men and women don't stay the same in that area.
Okay.
They can deal with a lot more, than you guys. Just for instance, and off the topic a little bit, you can cheat 20 times, but if I cheat one time, you're done with me. But I allowed you to cheat 20 times. See, so it's right. You can cheat 20 times on me. I can cheat one time on you, or not even half. I can not even all the way fully cheat, and you're gonna be done with me.
If you thought about it,
You're done with me.
that's right.
Yeah.
But we look at things so differently with that in that respect. You do realize why, right?
No.
Because men identify differently in the world than women do.
How do you guys identify and versus how we identify?
So if a man calls you his woman, especially if like he's married to you or whatever the case may be, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is willing to give his life for you, right? He will protect you with his life. And if some other man is playing with his toys, that's a problem.
Okay.
And so that man then has a very severe reaction to you for allowing that. So he's instantly disgusted, doesn't want anything else to do with you because he was giving you everything.
Except his loyalty,
Right?
except
Everything
his.
he had, everything he had. Yeah. So, and that's why they look at it differently because you're supposed to be loyal and true, and all those things.
So he gave me everything except for loyalty, respect, all that stuff, though, right?
He gave you loyalty and respect. He never left home. He never left you. You're saying if the man is cheating respectfully, is that what you're saying?
I remember we talked about that. There's no respectfully on it. It's no
I was
respectfully
just
on it.
using my terminology.
Yeah, no, it's no respectfully on it. But yes, if he came home and he still paid the bills and he still, yeah, no, like it's still a big chunk of something he didn't do. He stepped out, and
Well,
so
okay, let's be honest. So, if I'm in a committed relationship, I don't cheat. It is what it is, right? Um, but the level of expectation is different, and there is. I have no use for a disloyal woman. Period.
But can you be disloyal?
No, that's the thing. No, I'm not. When I commit to something, I commit. It just is what it is.
Okay.
But
So
that
that
doesn't.
makes
I don't know
sense.
that that makes me a good guy.
Well, it makes you a good guy in that area for sure. Because you're not asking for her to do something you wouldn't do. And I think that's the issue that we have. A man is asking a woman to do something that he's not going to do. So if you're going to go out and do X, Y, and Z, why can I not do X? At least X. Forget Y
Them's
and
the
the Z.
rules.
But can I do X?
Them's the rules.
This is the
But
rules.
I don't know why you would even want to. Why would you even want to be like that? See, that's the thing. See, it's different too, because with a woman, if you've lost a woman's mind, you've lost her,
Mm-hmm. For real.
because her body gonna follow,
Mm-hmm.
and that just is what it is.
Yeah, and the body could follow like 10 years later after the mind. It could be there whole 10 years and be gone. Yeah, so
That's right. But it's gonna go. When the mind
it's
goes,
gonna
it's
go.
over.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I say when you find a disloyal woman, get away from her.
Yeah. As long as you loyal.
Well,
So
for
you're gonna
me,
you're gonna leave her regardless if you're loyal or not, right?
what do you mean? Say that better.
So if you're not loyal to her,
Mm,
you would leave her if she wasn't loyal to you, right?
damn
So if
straight.
you both are not loyal to each other,
But
you're
she broke
gonna
the rules. Yeah,
you but you did
she broke the rules.
not him. You didn't break the rules,
No, she broke the rules.
so you're gonna leave her.
Women cannot be disloyal. I'm telling you, it's a bad look if women are disloyal. That's terrible.
So men can break the rules. Men
And
can
not
be
being
disloyal.
disloyal, they're still taking care of the home. So I'm telling you from a male
So,
perspective, not saying I practice it, but I'm telling you from a male perspective.
hmm so if the woman was still taking care of home, that would be okay too, or it still wouldn't be okay
What
if
what
she's
what taking care of home? What is
so
this
she's
taking care of
still
home
she's
you're talking
still she's still having sex with you. She's still cleaning and cooking, doing whatever you guys taking care of the kids. You might be providing the kid, money for the kids. She might even still be working. I mean, these times everybody's working these days. Sorry about that. This internet is crazy. So we're gonna be wrapping it up pretty soon here. But she's feeding the kids, she's taking care of the kids, she's having sex with you, everything. She's doing everything a woman supposed to do.
about?
Are you leaving her?
Yeah,
Because she's loyal and because you said loyal, you're doing all
you
this other
don't
stuff.
understand. See, women. So to a man, women can be tainted in a way. I mean, you don't even understand. It's almost like have you ever seen rancid meat with,
No.
with maggots crawling all over it and everything else?
Oh no, I don't think
That's
so.
inedible. Nobody wants to eat that, right?
Doesn't sound like
That's
it.
how a man looks at a woman when she's being handled by another man.
And do you care how women look at or feel how it's looked at when a man is handling other women, or that doesn't matter?
Women look at it different. They
How
don't
do we
look
look?
at it the same.
How we look at it?
I don't know, but it's always described as different from women. Just like, for instance, men don't like women with high body count, but women don't care. Women date a porn star because women care for experience. They want a man to have experience, and men would rather teach.
Hmm. But if they're doing it wrong, you mad about that too, because you spoke about that in the last podcast.
That's if she's biting your dick.
Eh, that's not it. I
You know, a
mean,
2D blowjob is just
she
that's
doesn't have
inexcusable.
experience though, so you can't have it both ways.
But you
Like,
have to work with her, and you have to explain to her that Teeth and Eddie should never meet.
that's just crazy.
Eddie Kane does not like teeth.
Understand? So you're teaching,
Yes.
but
And
if
the
she
way
had
you teach is through repetition.
but if she had the experience, then you wouldn't even have to teach. Because I've heard of some men don't even want a woman. If you have to teach them certain things like that, they don't even want to deal with them. Because at
Oh,
this,
I have
I
no
I
problem teaching. I have no
well,
problem.
I've heard that too. They don't want to teach.
I'm a very patient teacher. What would you like to
Okay, shut up.
know?
Oh Jesus, that's crazy. Can you check the chat, please, and see if there's anything before we close out?
All right, so
I
let's
can't deal
take
with
care
you
of the
today.
chat real quick. And well, Grady says I am spot on. Preach. So yeah,
He said you were spot on, or I was spot
I am
on.
spot on. Men are very territorial. He's right about that.
Oh,
Men are very
yeah.
territorial. It is what it is. Uh, Queen Jessica is claiming that women are not as shallow, but I'm telling you, when I get to talk to her, I will absolutely prove to her that she is even more shallow than I am. I believe Queen Jessica is way more shallow than I am. I can tell. And then she actually drew an evil face on the
Yeah, she was waiting for you. She was waiting for you.
Well, I hope she got her money's worth tonight. She got 2 hours and 30 minutes of me.
Oh my gosh.
So you tell her she's more than welcome to call anytime. I will have plenty of conversation because I'd love to know her opinions on this shallowness because I have so many questions for her. And I
You think
promise you,
she's you think she's real shallow? Shallow?
ooh, I know she's shallow.
Mm.
I know she is.
Well, it was funny because as much as I didn't think that I had any, I felt after you said some things, I'm like, uh, but they were outrageous. Like they were just like outrageous, like
But they were
outrageous.
they were basically averages.
Yeah, that's that. You're
Women say they're like a dad bod. So dad bods, look, 200 pounds can be shaped so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? 200 pounds on one guy can look svelte.
yeah.
200 pounds on another guy can just look a
Yes.
mess, right?
Yes.
Woman too, same thing, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's all in how you wear it. So there's that, right?
Yeah.
Penis size is subjective, right? I mean, I get micro penises and micro penis, but the point is, for the most part, penis size is subjective. So women have reactions to that all the time. Women have reactions to men who they either perceive to have money or not have money. So that's a whole nother one. So yes, Queen Jessica, I'm waiting on you.
Yeah, but a lot of men lead with their money and then they complain about that too. That's a whole nother topic. But
Yeah, that
they lead
and
with
that
it.
deserves a discussion.
They
Yeah,
lead with it, and now then they complain that a woman is seeking this and this and that.
I agree. You're right. You're right.
You
You're right.
can't lead with it and then be mad that they're just like a woman. You wear certain things, and then it goes the same with it. But
And I have questions. So like I said, I would have questions about that too. So yeah, yeah,
what
because
about
women
what?
show their cleavage,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then don't want guys to look at it, So I don't really understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you were looking, they'd be like, "Don't look at that. Don't look at me." Or are you saying words? Because there's a difference. So if I have my stuff out, if I have my girls out, then and you're looking, okay, they're out. But if I got my girls out and you're just being immature and you can't handle them, you if they're out, you can look. Look, they're out. Look. But if you have to say things that are just inappropriate and just silly, immature, then that's kind of where probably they're going with it.
Our mind just goes in different places.
I know. You need to
You just
control.
wonder what the areola looks like. Is it big? Is it small? Big nipples, thick
Yeah,
nipples.
I get that. I get that. But
Just
you
don't
have to
know.
know how to, so you can have the conversation with your dudes, your friends, your homies. And then when you're approaching a woman, you don't have to say what your head is thinking. You got to have some impulse control, right?
I agree with you, but it's where your eyes go. sometimes you can't help but look. It's just so pronounced. It's just like, whoa, okay.
You probably should just keep your eyes on the eyes. If you keep the eyes on the eyes, then
Well,
normally
you
that.
try, but sometimes women just look in a particular way that it's really difficult to not look. Like, okay, how about this? It's difficult to not notice. It's one of
Yeah.
those things, man. Beauty is beauty, and when you see it, you see it. And sometimes you only see it in glimpses. Like sometimes you'll only see this once. Like there was a woman that I saw for the World Cup,
Mm-hmm.
dark, dark chocolate woman, voluptuous as hell with light blue eyes, fucking gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I could not turn away. Right? She was just beautiful. I mean, just she was just beautiful. And it wasn't like I wanted to be inappropriate or anything, but she was striking. Like you just, it was hard to look away.
So what I find is this: women could actually see a man that is so attractive, and we can take our eyes off. You know why? We put it in our head, and we can see it. So I don't have to continue to keep looking over there. I could be with a whole situation, and I can see and I can have it, and I can still be appropriate and attentive and everything over here, and nobody would never know nothing because I got it in my head. I got it. You guys see it, and you just can't stop see. You got to you don't have that part where you can keep it inside your and see it without seeing it.
You're right.
That's the
You are
difference.
right. Yeah.
Because we're kind of similar in so many different in ways. We're really similar, but we just do things a little differently,
Yeah. That's true.
in certain areas. And that area, I think we're better in. I do think we're better in that area.
That's true. Well, I do. I think you're more covert, you're more subtle in that area. That's for sure. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that makes you any more wrong or right than we are. But yeah,
No, I don't.
you
No.
definitely handle it better. I can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Absolutely.
that's because old school rules. That wouldn't have worked out too well for women back in the day.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean
they
that
would have got.
disrespect is oh yeah, that disrespect is disrespect, man. So and you shouldn't be disrespectful, but there's some things that you like a train wreck, you just can't look away. It's something that you get it.
I guess, but I think you could do better. I think we could do better, especially if you're with if you're a single man, have fun with that. But if you're with partner, then you have to learn how to control yourself. Like, come on,
But I mean, you have to
like,
admit when you with your dude and you see a bad chick, you be like, damn, okay, I mean, I just got to give it up, right?
yeah, yeah,
So
I'm okay. But it's two things. Am I getting complimented all the time?
mhm.
So then, and if that's the case, then yeah, we both like, oh my God, we might high five, like, God damn, look at her, da, da, da. And
Gotcha,
then the
yeah.
other part of it is, um, are you doing it where you're being like you're doing it with your hanging out with your boys? I'm right here. And you would feel bad if I did that to you. So it's to me, it's a mutual respect that we should have for each other in that sense. And that's what I'm saying. Take a picture of it in your head at least, but you don't have to keep looking at it that way. Cause I see it, we both see it.
I'm very good about not doing that when I'm, with a woman or my, significant other or whatever. Um, yeah, I would not do that. Just out of respect and not wanting anything like that done to me. So that's not who I am.
Yeah. We appreciate that, Brooks. You gained some points back from that one.
Okay.
You done lost a lot.
Oh man.
Okay. Anything else you want to add tonight? I appreciate you.
Well, thank you for having me. I do appreciate you asking me to be on the show.
No, I'm happy that you came on tonight and you gave your time plus some tonight for us. I appreciate that. I want you to come back again. I do, and I want to bring Jess up with you. I want to do next week. I want you to tune in. Hope you tune in. Next week we're going to be talking about internet pimping.
Oh, okay.
and relay relationships in 2026. And so we may need a foursome for that. So we may be bringing two additional people up. You may get another phone call. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
We may do a foursome that day, that next week, because I think I would love to have a single woman and another single man on here to kind of have those conversations about relay relationships and internet pimping. So
Okay. All
hope
right.
you tune in. If you're not, just at least tune in. But I want to thank you so much for your time. I want to thank everyone that joined tonight. I want to thank everybody that came back, all the people who subscribed to my YouTube page. I'll be able to go live as soon as I get enough subscribers. It's free, by the way. But I want to say thank you so much for your support. And I'm hoping that we can all get undressed together and we can talk about it and have these real conversations, so we can get problem solved, get relationships back on track, and for us just to start learning from each other. No better way to really learn from each other than to have these conversations. So I thank you.
All right. Internet pimping next week. Can't wait.
Yeah. So bedroom noise next week with me and another co-host, another male co-host, and maybe Brooks coming up again. This internet is grown and sexy relationship chatter. We talk about the real stuff. We don't like to have the dry, soft conversations. We like to have the wet and hard conversations here.
All
We
right.
do.
Take care.
Thank you guys. Take care. See you next Thursday at 8 p.m.
All right.
Bye.